Krogan keeping it himself across the line and into the end zone. Touchdown, Dragons. That's a tight end wide open up the middle. There's the catch and the touchdown. Good afternoon and welcome to Trinity Christian Academy in Wichita, Kansas, getting set for this afternoon's girls matchup between the Pittsburg Purple Dragons and the Raiders of Wamego. And this will be followed directly by the boys game, same opponent, same schools, here in this opening day of the Trinity Christian Academy tournament. 3 games in 3 days for the Dragons, and it's kind of definitely an early season tournament atmosphere. You can tell we're tipping off at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. There's about a dozen people in the stands, and so neither team going to have much of a home court advantage on this one. It is the very definition of a neutral site, and so it's going to be a real test for the Dragons. 3 games in 3 days against 3 quality opponents. Wamego out there on the floor warming up on the left side of your screen. You can see them. Dragons have yet to take the court for warm-ups. We do want to let you know that Pittsburgh Sports Live is brought to you by Crawcan, your community technology partner. Don't get bit by slow speeds and high prices. Get Gigabit, the fastest internet in Southeast Kansas with Crawcan. To learn more about Crawcan's no-nonsense pricing and multi-gig internet, check out CKT.net. We'll step away for a quick break. We come back, we'll fire up the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show and get you set for the starting lineups and tip-off here coming up at about 3 o'clock between the Dragons and the Lady Raiders. We'll step away for a quick break. You're watching Dragon Basketball on Pittsburgh Sports Live.
Today we're going to do an experiment to see just how fast Crawcan's multi-gig internet is. In your email, you'll find 2 links. When I say go, click on the first link to download the 500 gigabyte test file. Go! Okay, now when I say go, click on the second link in your email to upload the file. Go! I guess it really does eclipse all other internet.
Release the Crawcan. Monstrous multi-gig speeds for a low, no-nonsense price.
Having the right financial partner can make all the difference. Community National Bank and Trust believes banking should do more than just hold your money. We support your goals, simplify your day-to-day, and give you room to grow with quality banking services. Withdraw, transfer, invest, apply for loans, and talk with our banking professionals online, over the phone, or in person. Let Community National Bank and Trust help you build a banking experience that works for you. Community National Bank and Trust, equal housing lender and member FDIC.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Having the right financial partner can make all the difference. Community National Bank and Trust believes banking should do more than just hold your money. We support your goals, simplify your day-to-day, and give you room to grow with quality banking services. Withdraw, transfer, invest, apply for loans, and talk with our banking professionals online, over the phone, or in person. Let Community National Bank and Trust help you build a banking experience that works for you. Community National Bank and Trust, equal housing lender and member FDIC.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Chicken Annie's of Girard is something to crow about. Their family-style restaurant continues a Southeast Kansas tradition with their specialty fried chicken, plus famous homemade onion rings, chicken and noodles, and so much more. And of course, their delicious homemade pies. Dine in or carry out available. Chicken Annie's of Girard has the best value, flavor, and service in the area. Stop in soon or call for catering. 620-724-4090.
Welcome back to Trinity Academy in Wichita. Getting set for tip-off between the Pittsburg Purple Dragons and the Wamego Lady Raiders. I'm Josh Lettner. Alongside me tonight, my beautiful wife, Jenny, running the camera for me. Lifesaver. Tell you what, I can't hardly do this job, much less this job and run a camera. So she's 100% responsible for us being able to bring this one to you tonight here on Pittsburgh Sports Live. Getting set for the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show brought to you by Community National Bank and Trust, your neighbors, your partners, and your biggest supporters, from personal and business banking to mortgages, credit cards, and investments. CNB has the tools you need with the service you deserve. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at mybankcnb.com. Community National Bank and Trust, where community comes first. So the Dragons just now taking the floor, getting set to warm up. Got about 20 minutes till tip-off, and this is the regular routine for the Dragons, and they are sticking to it. As you see, Mackenzie English lead the layup line and getting closer to tip-off here in Wichita. Taking a look at these two teams, the Dragons coming into tonight's game 2-1 on the season with wins over Joplin and Shawnee Mission North before dropping one on Tuesday night, 67-44 to Webb City. And a lot of good size on that Webb City team. This Wamego team's got a few tall girls as well, so we'll see if the Dragons can adapt better to that and also see what kind of defense Wamego's going to bring compared to that full court press and half court trap that Webb City ran against the Dragons. So we'll see if Wamego tries to bring pressure early in this one or if they back off and play more of a half court defense. Only time will tell. Wamego, they are 2-0 on the season with lopsided wins over Atchison and Topeka. They beat Topeka 67-46 back on December 4th, and then on the 8th, beat Atchison at home 70-28. So very lopsided there over Atchison. So a confident 2-0 squad coming into tonight's game to take on the Dragons. And you know these Pittsburgh girls will get after it, and there won't be anything short of effort. I think the important thing tonight for the Dragons is to take care of the basketball and just kind of play a little bit more within yourself. Don't push, don't rush, because the first couple games by the Dragons, there's no point for a shot clock. You're going to get a shot up in about 3 seconds, and that's all fine and well as long as you're taking care of the basketball and you're not wasting possession. So hopefully tonight, Dragons do a little bit better job of that, and hopefully here on the road they can get some outside shots to fall early, loosen up that defense, and allow them to go to work down under the bucket. Those are your keys to the game, brought to you by Vietti Auto Body and Alignment in Pittsburgh on the corner of 4th and Joplin since 1948 with John Holland and Bill Hunt, now in the Vietti Alignment Shop. If it can be aligned, they'll align it, from golf carts and side-by-sides all the way up to F-550s and small buses. They'll get it done. Schedule your appointment by calling Vietti Auto Body and Alignment, 620-231-6230. We'll step away for a quick break. We'll be back with starting lineups as we're getting closer to tip-off here in Wichita. The Dragons and the Lady Raiders coming up at the Trinity Academy Tournament. You're watching Dragon Basketball on Pittsburgh Sports Live.
At the Farm and Ranch Division of the Four-State Agency, we're a team of experts who genuinely care about you and your farming operation. That's why, whether it's a visit to your farm or a friendly chat at our office, we're committed to delivering the service you deserve. Our team is fully licensed in both crop insurance and LRP, allowing us to cover your entire farming operation across Kansas, Missouri, Oklahoma, and Arkansas. Contact us today to see how we can help.
Selling equipment can be a hassle. Whether you're needing to replace an old tractor or you're finally getting to retire, the time and energy needed to clean, prep, promote, and sell seems daunting. That's why you need Tyler Jackman and Big Iron Auctions. From one piece to the whole farm, Big Iron Auctions can deliver your items to more than 750,000 registered bidders. Call Tyler Jackman at 620-404-8115 or learn more at BigIronAuctions.com.
At Girard Medical Center, our physical and occupational therapy department is dedicated to helping you bounce back stronger. Whether you're recovering from an injury, surgery, or just want to move better every day. From student athletes to seniors, we provide personalized care and expert support right here at home. To learn more about our therapy department and our other services, visit GirardMedicalCenter.com, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans and your hometown team for health and healing. Rooted in rural, focused on you.
From the phone call to the service call, Roto-Rooter is there with fast and reliable sewer and drain service. From repair and replacement to septic and grease trap pumping, Roto-Rooter is here for you. With video inspections, Roto-Rooter can identify the exact issue to get the repair done quickly and correctly. Complete sewer line repairs or replacements, Roto-Rooter has you covered. Serving Crawford, Bourbon, and Cherokee counties, Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630.
Welcome back to Trinity Academy in Wichita, getting set for tip-off between the Pittsburg Purple Dragons and the Wamego Lady Raiders. This is the first of 3 games in 3 days that the Dragons will play here at this Trinity Academy tournament. Wamego, the opponent today. Tip-off the girls' game, 3:30, boys' game to follow. And then tomorrow, a little brunch plans for you as the Dragon girls will tip off at 1 o'clock, the boys to follow after at about 3:30. And then on Saturday, tomorrow's Friday. So the girls will tip tomorrow around 3:30, about the same time tomorrow. And then on Saturday, it's a 1 o'clock tip for the girls and the boys directly to follow. So it'll go girls, boys, just like a normal broadcast, but just at a wonky time because it's a tournament. So Dragon girls will play at 1 o'clock Saturday afternoon, the boys to follow, which is good for the broadcast crew because we can cut out of here a little bit earlier than a primetime game would give you. But for the girls, a real quick turnaround for your 3rd game in 3 days to finish up in the Friday evening at about probably 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and then have to turn it around again and play at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It's just a postseason pace almost to these games here for the Dragons, and they got a lot of growing and a lot of learning to do. And man, it's happening fast here in a high-pressure environment over the course of 3 games in 3 days. So just a programming note, that's what we'll have for you tomorrow afternoon. It's about the same time. I'll have to check. I have it in an email, but yeah, it'll be a similar time tomorrow afternoon. Friday, the Dragon girls will tip off again at 3 o'clock. Boys follow at 4:30, and that's against Cimarron High School. And for those of you who didn't pass your Kansas geography class back in elementary school, Cimarron's out west of Dodge City, right bumping up against Mountain Time out there. And then Saturday, the Dragons will take on the host school here, Trinity Academy. Tip off of the girls game 1 o'clock. Boys set to tip tentatively at about 2:30. So we'll have our pregame show fired up about 30 minutes beforehand. And so make sure and tune in for that both Friday and Saturday from here in Wichita. There are going to be some pretty competitive games by the look of it here in this tournament. So a good pick by the athletic staff at Pittsburg High if you're trying to grow these teams and give them some opportunities to learn from each other. This is a good environment to do that. We'll step away for a quick break. We'll be back, get your starting lineups for about 13 minutes away from tip-off here in Wichita. Dragons and the Lady Raiders coming up on Pittsburgh Sports Live.
Nothing says luxury like a Lincoln. Take advantage of 0% financing for 66 months right now on the all-new Lincoln Navigator. Come see us today at Mike Carpino Family of Ford Lincoln Dealerships, Columbus, Parsons, Pittsburgh.
When it comes to having your labs drawn, you have a choice of where to go. For 30 years, MagLab has focused on providing quality lab work that is accurate and timely. MagLab's walk-in service typically gets you in and out in under 5 minutes with same-day results. Locally owned and operated, MagLab takes most insurances, including Medicaid, and has historically had the lowest out-of-pocket prices. So when it comes to having labs drawn, don't be told where to go. Choose for yourself. Choose MagLab.
It's the rush. Every touchdown, basket, goal, or lap is filled with excitement. It's why we love the game. It's why we play the game. It's also why we bet on the game. The rush is why we need a plan to bet responsibly and not lose more than we can afford. Problem sports gambling can ruin the love we have for sports. So know when enough is enough. Know when the game is playing you. Contact 1-800-GAMBLER for help today.
Welcome back. Trinity Academy in Wichita. About 10 minutes away from tip-off between the Dragons and the Wamego Lady Raiders. I'm Josh Lettner, along with my lovely wife, Jenny, running the camera for me tonight. Unfortunately for you, the viewer, I'll be doing both play-by-play and a limited amount of color tonight, as well as keeping stats. So my apologies for all my shortcomings. Let's go ahead and take a look at our starting lineups for tonight's game. Starting lineups brought to you by Vietti Auto Body and Alignment, the official car care and tire provider of Pittsburgh Sports Live on the corner of 4th and Joplin since 1948. With Bill Hunt and John Holland now in the Vietti Alignment Shop. If it can be aligned, those guys will align it, from golf carts and side-by-sides all the way up to F550s and small buses. They'll get it done. Schedule your appointment by calling Vietti Auto Body and Alignment 620-231-6230. First for the Lady Raiders of Wamego High School. They'll start number 1, a 5'6" senior, Mia Meyer. Number 2, a 5'4" sophomore, Gentry McIntosh. Number 3, a 5'6" senior, Lexi Hecht. Number 15, a 5'10" sophomore, Kendall Mayer. And number 25, a 5'8" junior, Shane Pettinger Reed. And they boast 3 returning starters this year, does Wamego, with Hecht, Mayer, and Pettinger Reed. Returning starters for Coach Brian McIntosh. For the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons, they'll start number 2, senior Odessa Reed. Number 4, senior Ana Jorge. Number 10, junior Adelie Goberg. Number 11, senior Sophia Hertrich. And number 30, sophomore Mackenzie English. All right, about 7 minutes till tip-off. I know that they're probably going to do a national anthem before this game. It looks like maybe. I don't know. I'm such a terrible judge of when they're going to do it. We'll step away for our final break of the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show. Get back with tip-off here in Wichita. The Dragons and the Lady Raiders coming up on Pittsburg Sports Live.
At GN Bank, we're your neighbor. We see you at the store. We cheer with you at the local football games, serving you with the same friendly faces you have come to know and trust. GN Bank, the best place to bank and borrow.
Hold on. It's monstrous.
With Crawcan's multi-gig internet, you can experience monstrous speeds for every device in your home or business at the same time for a low, no-nonsense price.
At Girard Medical Center, our physical and occupational therapy department is dedicated to helping you bounce back stronger. Whether you're recovering from an injury, surgery, or just want to move better every day. From student athletes to seniors, we provide personalized care and expert support right here at home. To learn more about our therapy department and our other services, visit GirardMedicalCenter.com, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans and your hometown team for health and healing. Rooted in rural, focused on you.
From the phone call to the service call, Roto-Rooter is there with fast and reliable sewer and drain service. From repair and replacement to septic and grease trap pumping, Roto-Rooter is here for you. With video inspections, Roto-Rooter can identify the exact issue to get the repair done quickly and correctly. Complete sewer line repairs or replacements, Roto-Rooter has you covered. Serving Crawford, Bourbon, and Cherokee counties, Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630.
When it comes to having your labs drawn, you have a choice of where to go. For 30 years, MagLab has focused on providing quality lab work that is accurate and timely. MagLab's walk-in service typically gets you in and out in under 5 minutes with same-day results. Locally owned and operated, MagLab takes most insurances, including Medicaid, and has historically had the lowest out-of-pocket prices. So when it comes to having labs drawn, don't be told where to go. Choose for yourself. Choose MagLab.
It's the rush. Every touchdown, basket, goal, or lap is filled with excitement. It's why we love the game. It's why we play the game. It's also why we bet on the game. The rush is why we need a plan to bet responsibly and not lose more than we can afford. Problem sports gambling can ruin the love we have for sports. So know when enough is enough. Know when the game is playing you. Contact 1-800-GAMBLER for help today.
Welcome back to Trinity Academy in Wichita. Getting set for the first game of this Trinity Academy tournament. Here in Wichita, Dragons getting set to take on the Lady Raiders of Wamego High School. Wamego's up in the neighborhood of Topeka. So they've traveled a good distance to be here as well. In fact, all of these teams have. That's Pittsburg coming from the southeast corner of the state. Cimarron coming from the shadow of Colorado, out there west of Dodge City. And Wamego from the Topeka area. So good weekend for the hotel business in Wichita. And it should be a good 3 days of basketball here at this Trinity Academy tournament. We'll have all of Pittsburg High's games, both boys and girls, for you here on Pittsburg Sports Live. Boys game's going to follow this one after we tip here in about 3 minutes. And then tomorrow afternoon, Dragon girls will tip as they take on Cimarron at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Boys to follow at about 4:30. We'll hit the air at about 2:30 with our Community National Bank and Trust pregame show. And we'll have both of those games for you as well. And then on Saturday, right after breakfast, Dragons will tip off against the Trinity girls at 1 o'clock. Not as bad as it could be, though. Cimarron is taking on Wamego. Their girls tip off at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. I set my alarm for 10 a.m. My goodness. Anyway, fortunately, Dragons won't play until 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And we'll hit the air at about 12:30 with the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show. The boys will follow the girls. The boys will tip at about 2:30. So, there you have it. Dragon boys still looking for their first win of the season, as they had three pretty lopsided losses to start the season. The Dragons dropped a 59-40 game against Joplin in their season opener, and that was the closest loss they've had this season. That one got followed nearly 40-point shellacking from Shawnee Mission North. I thought I had that one written down, but I don't. Maybe I just wanted to forget. And then Webb City on Tuesday night defeated the Dragons 67-44. But you could see improvement in that Webb City game, especially on the offensive end for the Dragons, and so hopefully they can keep that improvement going here tonight against what Coach Moss said is a pretty talented Wamego squad, and we'll look more at that after this girls game when we kind of shift over from the girls post-game show into the boys pre-game show. But we're getting set for tip-off here in Wichita. And we'll wait and see if we're going to do the national anthem or not. But our opening tip is brought to you by B&B Excavating. The numbers don't lie, dirt's heavy. So trust the guys at B&B Excavating to move what needs moving. Specializing in septic systems, water line install and repair, driveways, rock hauling, and leveling. Call B&B Excavating at 620-724-2735.
High School Activities Association. As a nation member, we stress the importance of good sportsmanship. We believe that sportsmanship is conduct that displays courtesy and respect to all, strong character, appreciation for good performance, and self-control. We encourage all participants, coaches, and fans to model and promote good sportsmanship at all activities and events. Thank you for your cooperation. Would you please stand for the prayer followed by the starting lineups? Heavenly Father, we thank you for bringing us together today. Bless the athletes, coaches, and fans with safety and good sportsmanship. May this game be played with integrity and respect, and may your presence guide us in all we do. It's in Jesus' name, amen. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for your starting lineups. The visiting team, the Wamego Lady Raiders. A senior, wearing number 1, Mia Meyer. A sophomore, wearing number 2, Gentry McIntosh. A senior, wearing number 3, Lexi Heck. A sophomore, wearing number 15, Kimber Meyer. A junior, wearing number 25, Shady Reed. The Raiders are coached by Brian McIntosh, Kate Megan Bull, and Tori Hubler. And now your home team, the Pittsburg Lady Dragons. A senior, wearing number 2, Vanessa Reed. A senior, wearing number 4, Anna Jorge. A sophomore, wearing number 10, Natalie Goober. A senior, wearing number 11, Sophia Hertred. And a sophomore, wearing number 30, Mackenzie English. Dragons are coached by Kristen Gregg, Deshaun English, Carson Stewart, Lauren Torres. Officiating today's game, Darren Baston, Cameron Wilson, and Nick Morris. Good luck.
All right, there's the starting lineups getting set for the tip. And we'll soon be underway here in Wichita. The Dragons versus the Wamego Lady Raiders. English set to jump it for the Dragons against Mia Meyer, and Wamego will control the tip. This is Lexi Hecht with it. Gives it up to Pettinger Reed. Back to Hecht, into the lane, kick out, shot on the way from McIntosh, no good. Rebound comes down to Pettinger Reed. I'm gonna have trouble with that one all night. Now Mayer with it, down low, off the glass and good. And that was Mia Meyer with that one. 2-0 lead early here for Wamego. Good ball movement to break that Dragon defense. Now Gober with it at the free throw line. A lot of contact, no foul calls. It's stripped away from behind. Coming back the other way is Lexi Hecht. Driving off the glass, no good. Rebound tipped out of bounds. They're going to say the last touch by the Dragons. It'll stay with Wamego. And apparently our shot clock camera is not working properly. And we'll take a look at that as we go further here. We'll try and get that cleared up for you. Get it down to Reed, into the corner to Hertrich. Back up top to Gober. This is Dragons' second possession. The first one ended on what looked like a foul to me as they get it down low to Mackenzie English, off the glass and good for the sophomore standout for the Dragons. And we're tied at 2 with 6:40 to play first quarter. We'll get that scoreboard cleared up as quickly as we can. And quickly down at the other end, a transition bucket for the Dragons as Hertrich gets the layup.
Let's go. Be aggressive.
Another steal by the Dragons. And now English with it way up top. Pittsburgh leading 4-2, 6:12 to play first quarter. Now Reed with it near the elbow, has it poked away. She'll track it down. Not a whole lot of urgency there, but Dragons maintain possession. Now Gober with the runner, and she drills it.
Number 10, Adelaide Gober.
6 points for the Dragons here early. And then they're off to a pretty quick start as Wamego gets it ahead to McIntosh. Now a loose ball, and Reed comes away with it for the Dragons. I have that as turnover number 3 on Wamego here early in this one. 5:38 to play first quarter. Dragons with the ball leading 6-2. Shot short of the mark for Reed. No white jerseys under the bucket, and Wamego comes away with it as Lexi Hecht handling it up the floor. Jorge picks her up. Now Pettinger Reed with it, trying to get it down low. A block by English, but her back foot was on the end line, so that'll stay with Wamego. But a good defensive play that time by English to kind of clean it up for the Dragons under the bucket. And in and out. Rebound chased down, and Meyer's going to take the shot. No good. Rebound English for the Dragons. So Wamego, a couple of chances there. They come away empty. Now the Dragons looking to build on a 4-point lead. 5:02 to play first quarter. Dragons 6, Lady Raiders 2. And there's a held ball, and it's going to stay with the Dragons. Possession arrow favoring Pittsburgh. Reed wanted a foul, and again, these officials not real quick to call fouls early in this ball game. Gober gets it in, off the hands of Reed, and then Hertrich had it. It was poked away. It's going to stay with Pittsburgh. Dragons fortunate to keep that possession. And Gober will sit. And Angie Miller into the game for the Dragons. Hertrich to inbound from in front of Wamego's bench. Gets it into Miller. Angie backing down, now picks up her dribble looking for help and throws it off the leg of a defender. And Wamego's going to come away with it. This is Hecht with it, driving baseline. Now she's going to have to kick it back out as Miller stopped her right back into the lane. You can tell what they want to do. English with the block ahead to Reed, who gets it ahead to Miller. And the Dragons, Miller's shot blocked from behind. It'll stay with Pittsburg High. And a little loose with the ball here to start this one, but Dragons doing a good job of saving some of these possessions. And just as I say that, off the hands of Jorge, out of bounds on the inbound pass. And just some miscommunication between your inbounder and your receiver. And now Kendall Elkamil going to check into the game, replacing Angie Miller. And Miller's just probably a little more chaotic with the ball right now than what Coach Gegg would like to see early in this one. Hecht will handle it up the floor for Wamego. Gives it up to Mayer. That's Kendall Mayer, by the way, down low to McIntosh. Her shot blocked, and Reed comes away with the ball. Now Elkamil handling up the floor, cross center court. Picks up her dribble. Bounce pass to Hertrich. Her shot no good, and she walked with it. I think that's about the fourth turnover on the Dragons here early in this one. And it's been kind of a cornucopia of turnovers, whether it's traveling or passes or whatever. And it's kind of been the story early this year for this team as they're trying to get a feel for each other and figure out what their identity is going to be. And there's a offensive foul as a shove in the back against Ana Jorge. They're going to whistle that one on Kendall Mayer. And that is the first foul called in this game. There's 3:46 left to play first quarter. And not for lack of action, that's for sure. But that's the first team foul on Wamego, first foul on anybody in the building. Elkamil's going to bring it up the floor, working against McIntosh. Picks up her dribble. Now to Hertrich, get it down low to Jorge, who has had trouble with the pass. Her pass way off the mark for Mantooth. She stepped on the out-of-bounds line, and it's just not being sure with the ball. And Jorge threw that one out there for Mantooth, but off the mark. And Dragons turn it over again, and you need to be careful not to foul in the backcourt if you're Mackenzie English. Hecht gives it up to McIntosh. Going to dribble it to the top of the key. Hertrich guarding her. Now this is Mia Mayer with it. Mayer, not sure. Tipped away and stolen by English. Now to Mantooth. She's going to need some help, and she would have walked with it if she hadn't turned it over. Just got a little too much momentum going, couldn't stop herself, and was forced to turn it over. Now McIntosh high off the glass, no good. Ball tipped around, rebound pulled down by Dallas Frazier Brown, 5'9" senior. And they're going to call a foul there on the shot attempt. Let's see who they got it on. I guess we'll wait and find out. Foul's going to go against Mackenzie English. That's not good news for the Dragons. You want to keep Mackenzie out of foul trouble. Still a 4-point game, 6-2. No points have been scored in the last 2 or 3 minutes. There we go. That breaks it as Hecht hits the first of 2. Dragon lead down to 3. 2:43 to play first quarter. Back the other way comes Miller. Just check back into the game. And another turnover by the Dragons. Back the other way comes Wamego. This is Hecht with it.
At this time, please dismiss the Scholars Bowl students. Thank you.
Into the corner. And kick it out to Pettinger Reed. Now back around McIntosh for 3. Off the mark, rebound comes down to English. Long outlet pass to Hertrich. As Dragons trying to push the pace. Now Hertrich has to back it out. Picked up her dribble, gives it up to Gober. Into the corner. Shot on the way from Elkamil is good for 3.
free, number 24, Kendall.
So the Dragons lead at 9-4, minute 34 to play first quarter. This is Hecht with it, being guarded by Miller. Gets away through a screen, and they're going to have a call of a moving screen against Frazier Brown. So 2 team fouls on Wamego, 1 on the Dragons so far. But I don't think anybody's going to get into the bonus here with 1 minute, 28 seconds left to play first quarter. Dragons lead it by 5. Miller approaching half court slowly, gives it up to Reed. Cross court pass to Gober. She'll try a 3, in and out. And the rebound comes down to Greer Panzer. And Hecht hits the bucket. That should be 7, not 6 for Wamego. Dragons throw it away again, trying to get it down low to Reed. Lead back to 2 as Miller steals it away. Gives it up to Gober. Her shot off the glass is good. And that's going to do it for the first quarter. Dragons ended on a flurry. And they lead at 13-9 after 1. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back. You're watching Dragon Basketball on Pittsburgh Sports Live.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
At GN Bank, we're your neighbor. We see you at the store. We cheer with you at the local football games, serving you with the same friendly faces you have come to know and trust. GN Bank, the best place to bank and borrow.
Nothing says luxury like a Lincoln. Take advantage of 0% financing for 66 months right now on the all-new Lincoln Navigator. Come see us today at Mike Carpino Family of Ford Lincoln Dealerships, Columbus, Parsons, Pittsburgh.
You've heard go big or go home. At Big Iron Auctions, you can go big from home. With thousands of pieces of equipment, active auctions, bidding at your convenience, and an easy-to-use site, BigIronAuctions.com can help you grow big. Call Tyler Jackman at 620-404-8115 to see how Big Iron Auctions can help grow your operation. Bid now, list now. BigIronAuctions.com.
expected. You got to play through it.
Timeout called by Pittsburg. Timeout called by Amigo.
Inbound from the baseline. 2:53 to play first half. Guard to stand still. And two players down there in white for English to player in transition here. Just that fast sometimes.
Your support, Canara Eye Care has expanded. With double the space, they offer more exam rooms, larger optical selection, and extended hours to fit your schedule. And with the latest technology, they can quickly diagnose any eye-related issues. All patients are welcome at Canara Eye Care, the clear choice for your...
It's a bird.
It's a plane.
It's Chicken Annie's Gerard. When you're facing a chicken emergency, there's only one hero. Catering and carry out from Chicken Annie's Gerard. When an onion ring craving is too much to bear, when the family's coming over and you weren't aware, it's Chicken Annie's Gerard to the rescue. When there's 20, 30, 100 to feed, you need Chicken Annie's Gerard indeed. A heroic value, superb flavor. When there's a chicken emergency, there's only one hero. Chicken Annie's Gerard.
Having the right financial partner can make all the difference. Community National Bank and Trust believes banking should do more than just hold your money. We support your goals, simplify your day-to-day, and give you room to grow with quality banking services. Withdraw, transfer, invest, apply for loans, and talk with our banking professionals online, over the phone, or in person. Let Community National Bank and Trust help you build a banking experience that works for you. Community National Bank and Trust, equal housing lender and member FDIC.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
I was raised in a small town, and there was a lot of people who took time to invest in me. And so when we decided to open up our offices, we want to make sure that we're pouring back into the community that's giving to us. We care. We want to be involved. We want to have a passion for what you have a passion for. We want to be able to give back. And that's the foundation. That's why we're more than just insurance.
We'll have a meeting tomorrow morning at 7:45 a.m. in the library, National Honor Society. Please be sure to bring your service hours log sheet with you to the meeting. Thank you.
Trinity or Pittsburg? They're from Pittsburg. But cut out. It's on YouTube. Yeah.
Second half action here in Wichita. And I just really half to half.
Nothing says luxury like a Lincoln. Take advantage of 0% financing for 66 months right now on the all-new Lincoln Navigator. Come see us today at Mike Carpino Family of Ford Lincoln Dealerships, Columbus, Parsons, Pittsburg.
Hold on. It's monstrous.
With Crawcan's multi-gig internet, you can experience monstrous speeds for every device in your home or business at the same time for a low, no-nonsense price.
At GN Bank, we're your neighbor. We see you at the store. We cheer with you at the local football games, serving you with the same friendly faces you have come to know and trust. GN Bank, the best place to bank and borrow.
It's a bird.
It's a plane.
It's Chicken Annie's Girard. When you're facing a chicken emergency, there's only one hero. Catering and carry out from Chicken Annie's Girard. When an onion ring craving is too much to bear, when the family's coming over and you weren't aware, it's Chicken Annie's Girard to the rescue. When there's 20, 30, 100 to feed, you need Chicken Annie's Girard indeed. A heroic value, superb flavor. When there's a chicken emergency, there's only one hero. Chicken Annie's Girard.
When it comes to having your labs drawn, you have a choice of where to go. For 30 years, MagLab has focused on providing quality lab work that is accurate and timely. MagLab's walk-in service typically gets you in and out in under 5 minutes with same-day results. Locally owned and operated, MagLab takes most insurances, including Medicaid, and has historically had the lowest out-of-pocket prices. So when it comes to having labs drawn, don't be told where to go. Choose for yourself. Choose MagLab.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Welcome back to Trinity Academy in Wichita at the half. The Dragons are trailing. The Wichita Delaware is set up to be a team. Score total for that first half. First four Dragons are scoring by an average of over 7. 4 with a bucket each. And Trinity like they were in the first quarter and in the third quarter. Shot opportunity for Amigo.
Now, number 30, for third,
That one should have been stopped somewhere around 3-point line. As Panther will attempt the first free Dragons have got some shots to fall, haven't got stops.
can handle it. Dragon ball. 12-point lead.
Amongst the officials, I'm not sure what a boot.
All right, that's just good for 3. I got number 2, red for the hold. Problem number 2, Gingery McIntosh, her first, team first.
Now there's some more discussion. Quick decisions are often bad decisions. So think it over for a minute.
Now I'll go get it back for the Dragons.
Foul on number 15, Kendall Mayer, her third, team third.
Kendall Mayer will sit.
Talk red, talk red, talk red.
Our Physical and Occupational Therapy Department is dedicated to helping you bounce back stronger. Whether you're recovering from an injury, surgery, or just want to move better every day. From student athletes to seniors, we provide personalized care and expert support right here at home. To learn more about our therapy department and our other services, visit GerardMedicalCenter.com, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans and your hometown team for health and healing. Rooted in rural, focused on you.
Having the right financial partner can make all the difference. Community National Bank and Trust believes banking should do more than just hold your money. We support your goals, simplify your day-to-day, and give you room to grow with quality banking services. Withdraw, transfer, invest, apply for loans, and talk with our banking professionals online, over the phone, or in person. Let Community National Bank and Trust help you build a banking experience that works for you. Community National Bank and Trust, equal housing lender and member FDIC.
6. Miller is the game for the Dragons.
Timeout for the Lady Dragons. Full time.
As well. 6:17 play in the game. Dragons trailing by 11.
You've heard go big or go home. At Big Iron Auctions, you can go big from home. With thousands of pieces of equipment, active auctions, bidding at your convenience, and an easy-to-use site, BigIronAuctions.com can help you grow big. Call Tyler Jackman at 620-404-8115 to see how Big Iron Auctions can help grow your operation. Bid now, list now at BigIronAuctions.com.
At Girard Medical Center, our physical and occupational therapy department is dedicated to helping you bounce back stronger. Whether you're recovering from an injury, surgery, or just want to move better every day. From student athletes to seniors, we provide personalized care and expert support right here at home. To learn more about our therapy department and our other services, visit GirardMedicalCenter.com, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans and your
over the Dragons. Reed with it down low, contact, and a foul call on a shot. And Odessa Reed will head to the line to shoot two. These will be the first free throws the Dragons have attempted this entire game. 4:04 to play, fourth quarter. First trip to the charity stripe for any Dragon player. Reed off the mark with the first one.
Hey, box the shooter! Box the shooter!
Second shot on the way, off the iron, no good. Rebound, McIntosh. Hecht will bring it across half court, hands it off to McIntosh, working in the opposite direction against Elkamil. Into the lane, Pettinger-Reed with it. Her shot no good, tipped around. The rebound comes down to Kendall Mayer. Now back in the hands of Hecht, and they can afford to slow it down. Ken Wamigo, as we see Jorge hit the floor there, shot off the mark. Rebound right into the hands of Pettinger-Reed. She hits the shot and gets the foul. And they're going to whistle English with that one. That's her third. Not that it matters. 3:26 to play in the game. Odessa Reed will take a seat. And Miller into the game. Oh, they got Hetrich with the foul. They just corrected that call, so that's Hertrich's first. Shot off the mark. Rebound tracked down by Kendall Mayer. It's been that kind of game for the Dragons. Just not, ball is not bouncing their way in any sense of the imagination today. Hecht bounce pass, gets it to Mayer. Over to the near side to McIntosh. Kicks it over to Mayer again. Drives baseline. Gets it to Hecht. She just throws one up. And English comes away with the rebound for the Dragons. Ahead to Hertrich. Down the lane. Sophia off the glass is good. 5 points in this fourth quarter for Hertrich. She has 7 tonight. And the Dragons trim it to 13, but quickly down the floor is Wamigo. Off the glass and good for Kendall Mayer. She's got 6 points, all of them here in this second half. There's a timeout on the floor. 2:44 to play. Dragons trailing by 15. And it's a full timeout. We'll take it as well. You're watching Dragon Basketball on Pittsburgh Sports Live.
At Girard Medical Center, our physical and occupational therapy department is dedicated to helping you bounce back stronger. Whether you're recovering from an injury, surgery, or just want to move better every day. From student athletes to seniors, we provide personalized care and expert support right here at home. To learn more about our therapy department and our other services, visit GirardMedicalCenter.com, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans and your hometown team for health and healing. Rooted in rural, focused on you.
.244 to play. Dragons trailing by 15. The Wamigo Lady Raiders. Dragons with the ball coming out of the timeout. Elkamil inbound from the baseline. Gets it into Miller. She'll bring it across half court. Now down the middle of the lane. Nobody picks her up. Off the glass and good for Angie Miller. That's the first bucket of the game for Miller. And another turnover. Dragons get it back. Here comes Mackenzie English. Gives it up to Anna Jorge. Jorge will dribble to her right. They're going to call a double dribble. That's a new one. If you had double dribble on your turnover bingo card, congratulations. Lexi Hecht inbound from in front of the Dragon bench. Gets it into McIntosh across half court. Guarded by Gober. Natalie playing her tough. Now Hecht guarded by Jorge. And they're doing the little weave out there on the outside. And that time turned it over into the hands of Anna Jorge. Into the corner for Hertrich. She's going to drive baseline. Kicks it over to Elkamil. Nice pump fake. Puts it on the floor into the lane. Off the glass. No good. And tipped around. Dragons can't come up with the loose ball. And it ends up with Hecht for Wamego, who can walk it up the floor under 2 minutes to play. And they're leading by 13. Pittenger-Reed fouled on the floor, no shot. What was the call? Maybe they called a travel or something of the such. And that will give it back to the Dragons off the turnover, as Pittenger-Reed will sit. And Panzer back into the game for Wamego. Gober, cross half court. Gotta be careful spinning like that right at half court. Some officials will get you with a back court. They're gonna whistle a foul on the floor. I thought for a moment they were gonna do a travel. Normally they're just letting that contact go, but whistle the foul away from the play, and that one's gonna go on Greer Panzer. That's her first. The Dragons get it into English. She hits the floor. Dragons turn it over. Hecht with it on the wing, kicks it over to Panzer. Now back to Hecht. She'll dribble near side. Now the weave with McIntosh. Back to Hecht, guarded by Jorge. They get it down low to Meyer. Her shot too strong. I think she thought she was maybe another 3 feet from the bucket. Almost a walk there on Gober. Over to Elkamil. Long three-pointer on the way, no good. Rebound Hecht. She'll give it up to Mia Meyer. Ahead to Panzer. 49 seconds to go. And Wamego going to come out of here with the win. They'll improve to 3-0 on the season. Dragons will fall to 2-2. And they're going to whistle that foul on Jorge. Is that just her first? That is her first. Hannah Jorge, one of our kind of get after it defenders. I'm surprised that she's gone this long without committing a foul in this game. McIntosh with it, top of the key. Gober guarding her. Jorge pokes it away from Hecht, and then body's hitting the floor. And a timeout. Wamego. As Jorge a little slow to get up, but she looks to be okay. And these Dragon girls, you watch them all season, they don't fear contact. So 4:07. No, that's not right. 23.3 left to play. Again, our scoreboard camera's frozen up. No idea why. 38-51 is your score. Dragons trailing it by 13. We'll step over for a quick break. We'll be back. You're watching Dragon Basketball on Pittsburgh Sports Live.
At GN Bank, we're your neighbor. We see you at the store. We cheer with you at the local football games, serving you with the same friendly faces you have come to know and trust. GN Bank, the best place to bank and borrow.
At Girard Medical Center, our physical and occupational therapy department is dedicated to helping you bounce back stronger. Whether you're recovering from an injury, surgery, or just want to move better every day. From student athletes to seniors, we provide personalized care and expert support right here at home. To learn more about our therapy department and our other services, visit GirardMedicalCenter.com, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans and your hometown team for health and healing. Rooted in rural, focused on you.
23.3 left to play. I know the scoreboard on your screen says otherwise, but go with me. 20 seconds left to play. Dragons trailing 51-38 to Wamego. Three-pointer on the way, no good. Rebound, Jorge. Gober with it, and she throws it out of bounds, and that'll give it back to Wamego with 10.1. And two-handed passes, a good idea, and that's why, because if you can't palm the basketball, a one-handed pass will frequently slip out of your hands, especially late in the game when you've been sweating. And from behind, Jorge drills Hecht, and Lexi a little slow to get up as the wood court ends over there, and then there is tile floor, and it's a very hard tile floor. As training staff from Pittsburgh and me go out to take a look at her. And Lexi Hecht has played a great game. And getting a little chippy between some members of the Wamego crowd and the Dragon coaching staff, and let's hope everybody just keeps a cool head here as collisions happen, especially in girls basketball. And nobody's trying to hurt anybody out there. It's just everybody's competitive. It's the nature of the game, and fortunately, Lexi Hecht looks to be okay. She steps to the free throw line to shoot a pair. First one in and out for Hecht. And she hits the second. And Lexi in some pain. Man, she gutted out those free throws. And she'll head to the Wamego bench, and hopefully she'll be okay for tomorrow's action. And again, a long outlet pass. This time Elkamil able to chase it down. Cross court to Hertrich. Her shot on the way, no good. And that's going to do it for this one. Dragons fall 52-38 to Wamego. They fall to 2-2 on the season. Wamego improves to 3-0. And we'll step away for a quick break. We come back, we'll have a little post-game action that will morph into pre-game action as the boys getting set to take on Wamego here in about 20 minutes. You're watching Dragon Basketball on Pittsburgh Sports Live.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
At the Farm and Ranch Division of the Four-State Agency, we're a team of experts who genuinely care about you and your farming operation. That's why whether it's a visit to your farm or a friendly chat at our office, we're committed to delivering the service you deserve. Our team is fully licensed in both crop insurance and LRP, allowing us to cover your entire farming operation across Kansas, Missouri, Oklahoma, and Arkansas. Contact us today to see how we can help.
Selling equipment can be a hassle. Whether you're needing to replace an old tractor or you're finally getting to retire, the time and energy needed to clean, prep, promote, and sell seems daunting. That's why you need Tyler Jackman and Big Iron Auctions. From one piece to the whole farm, Big Iron Auctions can deliver your items to more than 750,000 registered bidders. Call Tyler Jackman at 620-404-8115 or learn more at BigIronAuctions.com. From the phone call to the service call, Roto-Rooter is there with fast and reliable sewer and drain service. From repair and replacement to septic and grease trap pumping, Roto-Rooter is here for you. With video inspections, Roto-Rooter can identify the exact issue to get the repair done quickly and correctly. Complete sewer line repairs or replacements, Roto-Rooter has you covered. Serving Crawford, Bourbon, and Cherokee counties, Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630.
Nothing says luxury like a Lincoln. Take advantage of 0% financing for 66 months right now on the all-new Lincoln Navigator. Come see us today at Mike Carpino Family of Ford Lincoln Dealerships, Columbus, Parsons, Pittsburgh.
Welcome back to Trinity Academy in Wichita. Dragons girls drop the opener tonight, 47-34 to the Wamego Lady Raiders. And And a game that the Dragons led for much of the first half before the wheels kind of came off the wagon as far as turnovers go and allowed Wamego to take a 9-point lead into halftime. They led by, I believe, 11 at the end of 3, and then were able to pull away in the fourth quarter. Dragons made some efforts at it, but just couldn't get the points or committed turnovers at inopportune moments in that second half, and not able to make up ground against the Lady Raiders. So the Dragons will fall to 2-2. Wamego improves to 3-0. Let's take a look at some of the scoring totals. For the game, our Eye on the Game brought to you by Kanar Eye Care as we take a look back at the first game tonight. Kanar Eye Care is here to make sure you can see what you're looking at. Kanar Eye Care with locations in Pittsburg and Girard is here to help their valued customers. Learn more at CanarEyeCare.com. First, for the Dragons, they're led in scoring by Adelie Gober. She finished with 13 points tonight. I believe that's a scoring high for her on the season. Odessa Reed with 8. Kendall Elkamil with 6. Mackenzie English with just 1 bucket tonight for the Dragons. That's uncharacteristic of the sophomore standout. And then Angie Miller with a bucket. Sophia Hendrick finished with 7. And that's all the scoring tonight for the Dragons. For Wamego, they're led in scoring by Mia Myers. She finished with 13. 7 of those coming in the second half. Gentry McIntosh had finished with 7. And then Lexi Hecht, Kendall Mayer, and Greer Panzer finished with 6 points each. And Shane Pettinger-Reed and, Dallas Frazier-Brown with a bucket each to round out the scoring for Wamego. Both teams back in action tomorrow. The Dragons taking on Cimarron High School. Both boys and girls will play tomorrow. We'll see what else is going on tomorrow. Cimarron and Pittsburg tip-off for the girls' game, 3 o'clock. Our pregame will start at 2. Boys' game to follow at about 4:30. And then Wamego will take on Trinity. The girls' game will tip at 6. Boys' game to follow on that one. And then Wamego and Cimarron will face off on Saturday, and Pittsburg will play Trinity in the afternoon finale of this Trinity Academy tournament here in Wichita. So that's the schedule coming up. We're at about 13 minutes till tip-off of the boys matchup here between the Dragons and the Wamego Raiders. Dragons coming in 0-3. Wamego coming in at 0-2. So somebody's got to win this one between the Dragons and the Raiders. And we're about 12:46 away from tip-off in that one. We do want to let you know Pittsburgh Sports Live is brought to you by Crawcan, your community technology partner. Don't get bit by slow speeds and high prices. Get Gigabit, the fastest internet in Southeast Kansas. Learn more about Crawcan's no-nonsense pricing and multi-gig internet at ckt.net. So I guess it's time to start talking pregame action for the boys, as the Dragons lost their first 3 games of the year this year. 59-40 against Joplin to open the season last Thursday. Then about a 40-point loss to Shawnee Mission North, their second game of the season. And then Tuesday night, a 67-44 loss against Webb City. And the Dragon offense, even though it was a loss, did look quite a bit better in that game against Webb City. So we are seeing some improvement this year, and let's hope they can keep that going here tonight against Wamego. We're about 11 minutes away from tip-off. We'll step away for a quick break, and we'll be back. You're watching Dragon basketball on Pittsburgh Sports Live.
Experiment to see just how fast Crawlcan's multi-gig internet is. In your email, you'll find 2 links. When I say go, click on the first link to download the 500 gigabyte test file. Go! Okay, now when I say go, click on the second link in your email to upload the file. Go! I guess it really does eclipse all other internet.
Release the Crawcan. Monstrous multi-gig speeds for a low, no-nonsense price.
Having the right financial partner can make all the difference. Community National Bank and Trust believes banking should do more than just hold your money. We support your goals, simplify your day-to-day, and give you room to grow with quality banking services. Withdraw, transfer, invest, apply for loans, and talk with our banking professionals online, over the phone, or in person. Let Community National Bank and Trust help you build a banking experience that works for you. Community National Bank and Trust, equal housing lender and member FDIC.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Having the right financial partner can make all the difference. Community National Bank and Trust believes banking should do more than just hold your money. We support your goals, simplify your day-to-day, and give you room to grow with quality banking services. Withdraw, transfer, invest, apply for loans, and talk with our banking professionals online, over the phone, or in person. Let Community National Bank and Trust help you build a banking experience that works for you. Community National Bank and Trust, equal housing lender and member FDIC.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
Chicken Annie's of Girard is something to crow about. Their family-style restaurant continues the Southeast Kansas tradition with their specialty fried chicken, plus famous homemade onion rings, chicken and noodles, and so much more. And of course, their delicious homemade pies. Dine in or carry out available. Chicken Annie's of Girard has the best value, flavor, and service in the area. Stop in soon or call for catering. 620-724-4090.
Welcome back to Trinity Academy in Wichita. Our score camera frozen. Apologize for that. We're going to try and get it sorted out for you as we go along. The Pittsburgh boys getting set to take on the Wamego Raiders here in about 7 minutes. And we'll take a quick break, come back, get you your starters as we get closer to tip-off here in Wichita. You're watching Dragon Basketball on Pittsburgh Sports Live.
At the Farm and Ranch Division of the Four State Agency, We're a team of experts who genuinely care about you and your farming operation. That's why whether it's a visit to your farm or a friendly chat at our office, we're committed to delivering the service you deserve. Our team is fully licensed in both crop insurance and LRP, allowing us to cover your entire farming operation across Kansas, Missouri, Oklahoma, and Arkansas. Contact us today to see how we can help.
Selling equipment can be a hassle, whether you're needing to replace an old tractor or you're finally getting to retire. The time and energy needed to clean, prep, promote, and sell seems daunting. That's why you need Tyler Jackman and Big Iron Auctions. From one piece to the whole farm, Big Iron Auctions can deliver your items to more than 750,000 registered bidders. Call Tyler Jackman at 620-404-8115 or learn more at BigIronAuctions.com.
At Girard Medical Center, our physical and occupational therapy department is dedicated to helping you bounce back stronger. Whether you're recovering from an injury, surgery, or just want to move better every day. From student athletes to seniors, we provide personalized care and expert support right here at home. To learn more about our therapy department and our other services, visit GirardMedicalCenter.com, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans and your hometown team for health and healing. Rooted in rural, focused on you.
From the phone call to the service call, Roto-Rooter is there with fast and reliable sewer and drain service. From repair and replacement to septic and grease trap pumping, Roto-Rooter is here for you. With video inspections, Roto-Rooter can identify the exact issue to get the repair done quickly and correctly. Complete sewer line repairs or replacements, Roto-Rooter has you covered. Serving Crawford, Bourbon, and Cherokee counties, Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630.
Welcome back to Trinity Academy in Wichita. Getting set for tip-off between the boys. Matchup here tonight between the Pittsburg Purple Dragons and the Wamego Raiders. I'm Josh Lettner, flying solo tonight, except for my lovely wife, Jenny, who's here running the camera for me and making sure y'all can see what you're looking at tonight. Here at this Trinity Academy tournament, Dragons looking for their first win of the year. So are the Wamego Raiders. So both these teams kind of find themselves in the same boat. I don't know that Wamego has played quite the brutal schedule that the Dragons have, both quality of opponents and frequency of games. That the Dragons have just had like rapid fire contests to get ready for this season. And they played 3 games in 3 days in their home tournament. I'm sorry, 3 games in 5 days or 4 days in their home tournament. Then Webb City Tuesday night. And here we are in Trinity Academy, 3 games in 3 days. Here for the Dragons as well. Tomorrow they'll take on Cimarron at about 4:30 in the afternoon. Will the boys? Girls will play at about 3. And then tomorrow afternoon, the girls will take on the host school, Trinity Academy, at 1. Boys will follow at about 2:30. 3 games in 3 days here. Quick turnaround Tuesday night. Dragons will travel to Coffeyville to take on the Field Kindley Golden Tornadoes in their first league matchup of the year. So if you're waiting for a lull in the action, it'll come around Christmas time, but not until then, as Dragons just keep plugging along this season. And Coach Jesse Moss's team trying to learn a new scheme, a new philosophy that he brings in from his time up in Northeast Kansas at Washburn Rural. And it's a bit of a learning curve, but you learn by doing, and that's what the Dragons are doing here to start this season, just nonstop games. And this is the first of 3 here in Wichita. They're about 2 minutes away from tip-off here in Wichita. Let's go ahead and take a look at your starting lineups. First For the Purple Dragons, they'll start number 1, senior Danny Durden. Number 2, senior Caden Navaratnam. Number 4, junior Jamarcus Davis. And number 20, senior Malachi Meadows. For Wamego, they'll start 6-foot junior Reed McDiffett, number 2 in your roster. They'll start number 4, 6'2" junior Braxton Williams. Number 13, a 5'10" junior Bryson Tups. Well, they circled 6 names here. So 5 of these guys will start. Number 22, 6'2" senior Reagan Cooker. And number 32, 6'3" freshman Cameron Dahl. So I get the feeling Dahl is going to tip it off against Durden to start things off here. Our opening tip brought to you by B&B Excavating. The numbers don't lie, dirt's heavy. So trust the guys at B&B Excavating to move what needs moving. Specializing in septic systems, water line install and repair, driveways, rock hauling and leveling, B&B Excavating. Give them a call, 620-724-2735.
Conduct that displays courtesy and respect to all. Strong character, appreciation for good performances, and self-control. We encourage all participants, coaches, and fans to model and promote good sportsmanship at all activities and events. Thank you for your cooperation. Would you please stand and move your hats for prayer, followed by the starting lineups. Lord, we are grateful for the gift of competition and community. We ask for your protection over every player and spectator. Help us to honor you through the actions and our words today. May this game strengthen friendships and bring joy to all. It's in his precious name we pray. Amen. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for your starting lineup. A junior, wearing number 2, Reed McDiffett. A junior, wearing number 4, Braxton Williams.
So 3 returning starters for Wamego. Their boys team as well as their girls team with McDiffett, Williams, and Keeker, coming back into the starting lineup this year.
Ravens coached by Steve Wicks, DJ Turner, Trevor Cookberg. And now, your Pittsburg Dragons. A senior wearing number 1, Danny Durden. A senior wearing number 2, Peyton Navaratnam. A junior wearing number 4, Jamarcus Davis. A junior wearing number 5, Zane Miller. And a senior wearing number 20, Malachi Meadows. Dragons are coached by Jesse Moss, Tom Shellman, and Chris Taburin. Officiating today's game, Darren Buxton, Cameron Wilson, and Nick Morris.
And we're underway. Dragons control the tip. Jamarcus Davis to handle. Gives it up to Caden Navaratnam. Now back up top to Danny Durden. Over to Zane Miller. He'll try a high arcing 3 off the iron. No good. Tipped out of bounds by Navaratnam. And it will go over to Wamego. This is Bryson Tups handling the ball. He'll kick it back over to Reed McDiffett. To Cameron Dahl. Now they'll move the ball quickly around the perimeter to Tups. Now Dahl with it again. McDiffett. Quick passing by Wamego as they're trying to find a gap in this 2-3 zone the Dragons are playing here. Get it down low, but unable to handle the pass is Braxton Williams. Turnover and run out for Zane Miller, and the bucket for the Dragons, and they're off to a quick lead, 2-0. I'll try and give you time and score as often as I can, as there's another turnover, and Jamarcus Davis comes away with it, but carried it for the Dragons, and just a ball handling error there, and that's going to turn it back over to Wamego, and that's the same thing we saw by the girls team. As you get a turnover, you commit a turnover. And Dragons get one and give it right back. Dahl with it over to McDivitt. Around the horn now, McDivitt with it, top of the key. Durden in his face. Big height advantage down low with Dahl being guarded by Meadows. High shot off the back iron. Davis skies for the rebound. The Dragons coming back on the offensive end. Up top to Navaratnam. He's picked up by Tups. Back to Miller into the lane. Lots of red jerseys he dribbled into there. Lost his dribble. It'll be a held ball, and it'll turn it over to Wamego. And Miller will sit. Thomas into the game. Wyatt Thomas seeing his first action tonight for Pittsburg. As Tups will handle it up the floor for Wamego. Whips it over. Now Keeker with it. His shot partially blocked. Should have been a held ball out to McDivitt. His shot no good. And another rebound for Jamarcus Davis. Davis across the timeline. Gets it over to Navaratnam for three. And it's good. 5 points early for the Dragons. They lead at 5-0. McDivitt with it. Near side to Tups. Back to McDivitt. Mishandled the pass. Gets it all gathered up. Now back to Tups. Into the lane to Keeker. His shot no good. They're going to whistle a foul down low. I got that one on Danny Durden. That's his first team foul on the Dragons, and they'll send Keeker to the line to shoot a pair. 5:30 to play, first quarter. Dragons leading it 5-0.
Keeper shoot.
Keeker steps to the stripe. Good on the first. Is there a draft in here? It's chilly. Second shot on the way from Keeker is good. If they got the AC on, not necessary. Dragons leading it by 3, 5-2 after Keeker goes 2 for 2 from the stripe. Thomas picks up his dribble, gives it up to Meadows. Another three-point attempt for Navaratnam. Why not? He's feeling it. Durden can't handle the rebound. Tipped in, and a held ball between Davis and McDivitt. And possession arrow favors the Dragons. So Davis will inbound from the baseline. Over the top to Durden at the elbow. Gives it up top to Navaratnam. Back to Davis. Thought about it. Spinning. Working against Dahl and gets the up and under layup to go. First bucket of the night for Jamarcus Davis. Dragons lead it 7-2. Tups with it. Back over to McDivitt. And Thomas almost able to steal it away. Hits the deck going for the loose ball. It'll stay with Wamego. As Meadows will sit. Zane Miller into the game. Now defensive assignments got to get sorted out here for the Dragons. Look to be good. They're going to play a man-to-man defense. Navaratnam guarding Tups. Out to McDivitt. He's picked up. Now to Dahl in the lane. Has it poked away by Navaratnam. And if you're a big man, that's why you try not to bring the ball down that low. Nobody could get this loose ball. It finally comes to Wamego. And that's a shot clock violation. So good defensive stand that time by the Dragons. And they'll get it back. 4:28 to play first quarter. Timeout on the floor. Dragons leading 7-2 over the Wamego Raiders. A 30-second timeout. We'll stay right here. Both teams talking it over in their huddle. Dragons I said they showed some improvement against Webb City, and I think we're seeing a little bit of that here early tonight. They look more decisive on the offensive end, a little bit more comfortable with where everybody's supposed to be, and just a little less panicky energy out of the offense tonight for the Dragons. Durden with it on the near wing, thought about it, kicks it out to Davis. Now Navaratnam with it on the far wing, working it around the perimeter. Thomas thought about it, baseline to Durden. Danny picked up his dribble, got to go somewhere with it. Gets it in the middle of the lane to Navaratnam, over to Miller, thought about a three. Now he's going to put it on the floor into the corner to Wyatt Thomas for three, and he drills it. 3 points for Wyatt Thomas, 8-point lead for the Dragons, trying to get back quickly on defense. Pass deflected, but ends up in the hands of McDiffett. Now Tups with it, guarded by Durden. He'll put it on the floor into the corner. Shot on the way from Keeker, no good, but rebound to Dahl. Shot on the way from Tups for three is good. And for the Dragons, you got to box out and try and limit the opportunities. Couldn't come up with some rebounds there that could have ended that possession early. Miller mishandles the pass, but able to gather it in. Now in the corner to Durden. He'll drive baseline, and he's going to be fouled trying to pass the ball to Miller in the middle of the lane. See who they whistled that one on. It wasn't much, but they get Braxton Williams with that one. That's his first. I believe it's a first team foul on Wamego. Both teams with one here early. 3:16 to play, first quarter. Dragons leading it 10-5. Corday Hayes checks into the game. Miller, and they're going to whistle him for a travel. I didn't see it. But he was going to have his reverse layup blocked by Dahl anyway, so that gives it to Wamego. 3:10 to play first quarter. Dragons leading it 10-5. Tufts with it into the corner to Braxton Williams. Kicks it back out to Tufts. And they're going to whistle a blocking foul against Jamarcus Davis. I don't know about that. Had his feet set. Keeker plowed into him. And Keeker's going to get the benefit of the call, and he'll head to the line to shoot two. Davis picks up his first. The second team foul on the Dragons as DeMarcus trying to get it back together, as he might have knocked knees a little bit with Keeker as he hits the first. Regan Keeker 3 for 3 from the stripe tonight. Cuts the Dragon lead to 4, 2:57 to play first quarter. Second shot on the way from Keeker is good. 4 for 4 from the stripe tonight. Dragon lead is 3, 2:54 to play first quarter. Thomas with it. Picks up his dribble, has it stripped away. And now another steal, but kicked out of bounds by Davis. It will stay with Wamego, but at least it's not a transition opportunity. Wyatt Thomas getting coached up as he heads to the Dragon bench. Navaratnam back in the game now for the Gorillas, for the Dragons, loses his man defensively, and it's an easy layup for Bryson Tubbs. He's got 5 points, and the Dragon lead down to 1. Durden with it, gives it up to Miller, top of the key. Hayes, now back to Durden in the corner. Going to drive baseline, picks up his dribble, kicks it out to Davis. Now Navaratnam, Corday Hayes with it on the wing, back to Durden at the elbow. He's going to cross over in the lane. Now out to Miller for three, way short. Durden tries to save it in bounds. Navaratnam comes away with it. Hayes' layup, a little gimme, won't go. And coming away with the rebound is Williams. Back the other way comes Wamego. McDiffett with it. Into the corner, shot on the way for Tups. No good. Battle for the rebound. Davis comes away with it for the Dragons. Pittsburg clinging to a 1-point lead. Had a couple shots at it last time down the floor. Couldn't get anything to go. Now they got another chance. Navaratnam with it. Over to Davis on the far wing. A couple ball fakes. Steps back. Long three-pointer. No good. Rebound tracked down by Navaratnam. Over to Miller. Dribbles into a double team. Kicks it back out to Davis. Jump stop. Reverse layup. Nothing. Davis gets it back off the glass. Won't go. And the rebound Williams, and a foul after the rebound. And Man, the Dragons having trouble getting shots to drop within 2 feet of the bucket as Hayes missed a gimme 2 times down the floor. And this last time, Jamarcus Davis missed one right at the bucket. And Williams comes away with the rebound. I don't know who they whistled that foul on. They got it on Zane Miller. That's his first. And Wamigo with it coming back the other way. This is McDiffett, guarded by Hayes. He gives it up to Tate Winter, just checked into the game. And Winter will take the shot, no good. Rebound tipped around, out of bounds. We're going to say last touch by Durden, and it will stay with Wamigo. Big Evan Eckstein, 6'5", junior, into the game as well for Wamigo. They'll bring it in over the top to Keeker. Dribbles into Navaratnam, and that's an offensive foul if ever I did see one. First personal on Keeker. Good job by Caden Navaratnam to just take the contact and the foul. Get the turnover. Landon Jesse into the game for the Dragons. Seeing his first action tonight. Miller throws it right into the Wamigo bench. Miscommunication between him and Meadows. Now back to Wamigo, trailing by 1 with under a minute to play first quarter. McDiffett with it. Over to Joel Scheel. And Wamigo's going to turn it over. Pittsburgh will get it back. Jesse to inbound from in front of the scorer's table. 41.7 on the clock. So about a 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Call it 6 seconds. Miller's pass deflected to Meadows. Gets it out to Navaratnam. Back to Miller, way short. And he's kind of fading away on his threes. I think if he went straight up, he'd have a better chance. And he's missed everything a couple times tonight from beyond the arc. This is Winter with it, trying to get it down low to Eckstein. His shot no good, but rebound Wamigo. They'll kick it back out. McDiffett with it, driving, a little out of control, kicks it over to Winter. His shot no good, and the Dragons fortunate to keep Wamigo off the board on that possession. After one, Dragons lead it by 1, 10-9, and what's been a defensive struggle up to this point. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back. You're watching Dragon Basketball on Pittsburgh Sports Live.
At GN Bank, we're your neighbor. We see you at the store. We cheer with you at the local football games, serving you with the same friendly faces you have come to know and trust. GN Bank, the best place to bank and borrow.
At the Farm and Ranch Division of the Four-State Agency, we're a team of experts who genuinely care about you and your farming operation. That's why whether it's a visit to your farm or a friendly chat at our office, we're committed to delivering the service you deserve. Our team is fully licensed in both crop insurance and LRP, allowing us to cover your entire farming operation across Kansas, Missouri, Oklahoma, and Arkansas. Contact us today to see how we can help.
After one quarter, Dragons leading Wamigo 10-9. It'll be Raider ball coming out of the break. This is Reed McDiffett handling for Wamigo. Trying to get it to Eckstein, and he can't handle the low pass. The Dragons get the takeaway. Miller pushing it up the floor. Back to Meadows. He'll give it up to Navaratnam. Caden now to Danny Durden. Durden down the lane, hits the brakes, gives it up to Miller. Thought about a three, and he's knocked down. Knocked off his feet. They're going to say Wamego got the ball. I didn't see anybody touch the ball, but no foul. It'll stay with the Dragons. Danny Durden with it now at the free throw line, steps through, and he's fouled from behind by Eckstein. And Durden got Eckstein out there a little bit farther than he wants to be from the bucket, was able to beat him off the dribble and earn himself a trip to the stripe, trying to add to this 1-point Dragon lead. First shot off the back iron. Second shot on the way from Durden is good. So, Dragons leading it by 2, 11-9, 7:23 to play, first half. McDiffett bringing it up the floor for Wamego. Kicks it over to Joel Scheel. His outlet pass broken up by Zane Miller. He's going to take it to the bucket. Well, pump fake off the glass is good. First 4 points for Zane Miller. Dragon lead is 4. 13-9, 7 minutes straight up to play first half. Eckstein with it. They'll kick it out around the horn. Back up top to McDiffett. Thought about a three. Now he'll kick it over to Scheel. Gives it up, gets it back around the horn. Now back down low to Eckstein, working on Durden. His pass deflected. Meadows comes away with it. Ahead to Durden. Stepping through the lane, elevates, way off the mark. And rebound comes down to Scheel. They're able to get it ahead to Eckstein. Dragons tried to trap under the bucket. Migo doing a good job to break that. And now into their offense. Scheel with it, top of the key. Into the corner. This is Tate Winter. Now back out. Shot on the way from Keeker. No good. Rebound tipped out, though, and Keeker tracks it down. Dragons having a hard time securing the ball tonight when it's loose. Open three for Winter doesn't go, and the rebound to Zane Miller for the Dragons. 6:02 to play. First half, Pittsburg leading 13-9 with the ball. Navaratnam to Miller. Dribbling and just right into the body of Joel Scheel, and Scheel's going to be whistled for a blocking foul as there were several collisions there. And Eckstein, Keeker, and Scheel will sit. Williams back into the game as Dragons inbound it to Davis. Ball fake off the glass and good for Jamarcus Davis. He's got 4. And Pittsburgh lead is 6, 15-9. Back the other way, here comes Tubbs. Over to McDiffett on the far side. Cross-court pass to Williams. Davis picks him up as Dragons running a 2-3 zone here against this Raider offense. Navaratnam gambled. Couldn't get there. Long three on the way. No good. Rebound, Landon Jesse. And he'll get it to Jamarcus Davis. And the Dragons will walk it up the floor. Leading at 15-9. 5:10 now to play. First half. Durden swings it around to Jesse on the far wing. He'll give it up to Navaratnam, top of the key. He's guarded by Braxton Williams. Baseline to Durden. Working against Cameron Dahl. Now up top again to Davis. Jamarcus down the lane, off the glass. Nothing but red jerseys there. And then Davis picks up a foul on Dahl after the rebound, and just not a good offensive sequence for the Dragons. Is if you're guarded by 4 red jerseys, there's got to be somebody open. And Davis forced the shot up and then fouled after the rebound because there was nothing but red jerseys around him. Davis will sit. Wyatt Thomas back into the game for Pittsburgh. Tubbs bringing it up the floor. And a long pass over the top. Tubbs tries to save it in bounds, cannot. And Wamego with an uncharacteristic turnover gives the ball right back to the Dragons. 4:38 to play. Pittsburgh leading by 6. It seems like it's been 15-9 for a couple minutes now. Miller driving baseline. Way too deep under the bucket. Shot no good. Rebound Wamego. And here come the Raiders back the other way. As Miller trying to do a little too much himself on that possession. into the corner. Williams passes up the shot, picks up his dribble, gives it up to Dahl. Now over to Tups for three. Tipped around, and Wamigo's getting every loose ball. McDiffett with it into the lane, gets his own rebound, kicks it out. Winter with it, now back down low. Dragons get a hand on it, and Durden comes away with the loose ball. Here comes Miller. He'll pull up for a little jumper from 20 feet. Had numbers down low, chose the jumper, no good. Out of bounds, Wamigo ball. 15-9 is the score. It's been the score. It is the score. Could always be the score. 3:49 to play. Second quarter. Tufts with it up the floor for Wamigo. Looking to cut into the 6-point Dragon lead. McDiffett with it, guarded by Thomas. Gets it down low to Eckstein. Tipped out of bounds, and it'll be Pittsburgh ball. Williams got a hand on it, could not corral it for Wamigo. Now the Dragons get it, 3:33 to play. First half trying to build on this 6-point lead. Wyatt Thomas picked up his dribble on the wrong side of half court. Now gives it up to Meadows, over to Jesse. Long three-pointer, no good off the back iron. And a transition opportunity here for Wamigo. And fortunately, the shot no good. Ahead to Thomas. He's pump faking, now kicks it out to Meadows for three. He'll take it off the glass and good. Bank is open for Malachi Meadows. That's her first field goal tonight. And the Dragons lead it by 9, 18-9. 2:56 to play first half. McDiffett with it, swings it around near side to Winter. Gets it down low to Eckstein, off the glass and good. And once he gets that position down low, you're going to have a hard time stopping him. And Evan Eckstein into the scoring column. And the lead is down to 7. Durden into the lane, gives it up to Thomas, who I don't think was really expecting that pass from Durden. And the little man in the middle of the lane takes the shot in the post. And a long three-pointer is good for McDiffett. You got to honor the outside shot. And the lead down to 4. Dragons, 2 minutes left and change left in this first half. Meadows with it, out to Thomas, up top. Jesse, three-point shot is good. First field goal of the night for Landon Jesse. Lead back to 7, 2 minutes to play first half. McDiffett thought about it again, gets it down to Eckstein, working against Durden on the block. Durden comes down with the rebound. It gets it ahead to Wyatt Thomas. Thomas back out to Meadows. Over to Jesse, dribbled into the lane. Scoop pass to Durden, reverse layup is good. And the foul on Eckstein. First field goal for Durden. He's got 3 points, trying to complete the three-point play right here. Push the Dragon lead to 8. Minute 39 to play first half. McDiffett will get a breather. Keeker back into the game for Wamigo. Durden's free throw way short, off the mark. He's 1 of 3 from the stripe tonight. Dragons lead it by 9, 23-14. Dragons showing a little three-quarter court pressure. They're going to trap off of that. As I don't know how we're not getting backcourt calls here, but that one, travel going to be called against Bryson Tubbs. He was going to end up turning it over anyway. So Jesse with it. He'll give it up to Ryder Thomas, who will handle it up the floor for the Dragons. A minute 19 to play first half. Durden with it, near side. Out to Thomas. In the middle of the lane to Navaratnam. He's too much height in there. Durden drives baseline off the glass and good. Danny Durden with 5 points. All those coming in this second quarter. Dragon lead is 11. They get it ahead to Braxton Williams. Poked away from behind, but he battles to get it back. Shot on the way, no good. Rebound, Durden, and he's fouled. I want to say they're going to get Williams with this, and they do on the rebound. That's his second. Third team foul on Wamigo. Doesn't really matter at this point with only 54 seconds left to play first half. Thomas handling it across half court. Guarded by Tups. Gives it up to Navaratnam. Now Jesse back to Navaratnam. Drives into the lane. Corday Hayes back out to Jesse. Passed up an open three. Gives it to Durden. Now back out to Hayes. They'll keep working it around the perimeter. I don't know if Coach Moss wants him to burn a bunch of shot clock. Jesse will take a three from there. High off the glass. They're going to say it touched the shot clock, and that'll turn it over to Wamego. Gabe Cox getting set to check into the game for the Dragons. We want to keep Durden from picking up a foul here in the waning moments of this half. They get it ahead, down low to Eckstein. I don't know how you lose that guy, but the Dragons did, and it's now the lead down to 9, 10 seconds on the clock and counting. Hayes with it in the corner, back to Navaratnam. Long three for Caden, no good. Rebound, Wyatt Thomas. The putback is good. Thomas in amongst the trees, gets the rebound and the putback over Eckstein, and the Dragon lead is 11 at the half. We'll step away for a quick break. We'll be back with the GN Bank halftime show. You're watching Dragon basketball on Pittsburgh Sports Live.
At GN Bank, we're your neighbor. We see you at the store. We cheer with you at the local football games, serving you with the same friendly faces you have come to know and trust. GN Bank, the best place to bank and borrow.
Hold on. It's monstrous.
With Crawcan's multi-gig internet, you can experience monstrous speeds for every device in your home or business at the same time for a low, no-nonsense price.
At Girard Medical Center, our physical and occupational therapy department is dedicated to helping you bounce back stronger. Whether you're recovering from an injury, surgery, or just want to move better every day. From student athletes to seniors, we provide personalized care and expert support right here at home. To learn more about our therapy department and our other services, visit GirardMedicalCenter.com, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans and your hometown team for health and healing. Rooted in rural, focused on you.
From the phone call to the service call, Roto-Rooter is there with fast and reliable sewer and drain service. From repair and replacement to septic and grease trap pumping, Roto-Rooter is here for you. With video inspections, Roto-Rooter can identify the exact issue to get the repair done quickly and correctly. Complete sewer line repairs or replacements, Roto-Rooter has you covered. Serving Crawford, Bourbon, and Cherokee counties, Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630.
When it comes to having your labs drawn, you have a choice of where to go. For 30 years, MagLab has focused on providing quality lab work that is accurate and timely. MagLab's walk-in service typically gets you in and out in under 5 minutes with same-day results. Locally owned and operated, MagLab takes most insurances, including Medicaid, and has historically had the lowest out-of-pocket prices. So when it comes to having labs drawn, don't be told where to go. Choose for yourself. Choose MagLab.
It's the rush. Every touchdown, basket, goal, or lap is filled with excitement. It's why we love the game. It's why we play the game. It's also why we bet on the game. The rush is why we need a plan. A plan to bet responsibly and not lose more than we can afford. Problem sports gambling can ruin the love we have for sports. So know when enough is enough. Know when the game is playing you. Contact 1-800-GAMBLER for help today.
Welcome back to Trinity Academy in Wichita. At the break, the Pittsburgh Dragons leading the Wamego Raiders 27-16. And it's been an up and down game. Both teams have had their bright moments. Both teams have had some head scratcher turnovers. And yeah, it's been a wild and woolly affair for both of these teams tonight, and you can kind of see the growing pains on both sides for both Wamego and Pittsburgh, and both teams searching for their first win of the season And for Coach Jesse Moss's team, they played a lot of basketball and not a lot of time to start this season. So you learn by doing, and the Dragons have been playing a lot of competitive basketball here to start this season off. And they played some really tough opponents from across the state line. They played Shawnee Mission North out of the Kansas City metro area. And now tonight, taking on a pretty game Wamego squad here in this first night of the Trinity Academy tournament here in Wichita. So the first road trip of the year for the Dragons, and they'll be back on the road coming up next week on Tuesday night. Dragons will face Coffeyville Field Kinley High School and the Golden Tornado. I believe Field Kinley was a World War I like biplane fighter pilot, war hero from World War I. For those of you who are wondering, who is this mysterious Field Kinley? I think that's the story, as I recall. It's been a long time since I stepped foot in Coffeyville High School, Field Kinley High School in Coffeyville. But I seem to recall that that's the deal there. A World War I fighter pilot war hero there from Coffeyville. So taking a look at the first half, I guess we do want to let you know that our halftime show is brought to you by GN Bank, where they've been providing customers with the highest quality financial services in a friendly and personal way for more than 100 years. Whether it's personal, business, or agricultural needs, trust the team at GN Bank. Find out more at gn-bank.com. Let's take a look at some of our scoring totals from the first half. First, for the Dragons, Danny Durden has 5. Caden Navaratnam, 3 points at the half on a three-point bucket coming early in that first quarter. Jamarcus Davis has 4. Landon Jesse with 3 had a three-point bucket in the second quarter. Malachi Meadows with 3 on a banked three-pointer in the second quarter. Zane Miller with 4, and Wyatt Thomas with 5 to round out the scoring for Pittsburg High. For Wamego, Reed McDiffett has 3. Bryson Tupps with 5. Regan Keeker with 4. All of those coming from the charity stripe in the first quarter. And Evan Eckstein with a bucket to round out the scoring. For Wamego, that's your Eye on the Game, brought to you by Kanar Eye Care. As we take a look back at the first half, Kanar Eye Care is here to make sure you can see what you're looking at. Kanar Eye Care, with locations in Pittsburg and Girard, is here to help their valued customers. Learn more at KanarEyeCare.com. We're about 3 minutes away from the start of the third quarter. We'll step away for a break, and we'll be back. You're watching Pittsburg High School basketball on Pittsburg Sports Live.
Thanks to your support, Kanar Eye Care has expanded. With double the space, they offer more exam rooms, larger optical selection, and extended hours to fit your schedule. And with the latest technology, they can quickly diagnose any eye-related issues. All patients are welcome at Kanar Eye Care, the clear choice for your family's vision.
It's a bird.
It's a plane.
It's Chicken Annie's Girard. When you're facing a chicken emergency, there's only one hero. Catering and carry out from Chicken Annie's Girard. When an onion ring craving is too much to bear, when the family's coming over and you weren't aware, it's Chicken Annie's Girard to the rescue. When there's 20, 30, 100 to feed, you need Chicken Annie's Girard indeed. A heroic value, superb flavor. When there's a chicken emergency, there's only one hero. Chicken Annie's Girard.
Having the right financial partner can make all the difference. Community National Bank and Trust believes banking should do more than just hold your money. We support your goals, simplify your day-to-day, and give you room to grow with quality banking services. Withdraw, transfer, invest, apply for loans, and talk with our banking professionals online, over the phone, or in person. Let Community National Bank and Trust help you build a banking experience that works for you. Community National Bank and Trust, equal housing lender and member FDIC.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
I was raised in a small town, and there was a lot of people who took time to invest in me. And so when we decided to open up our offices, we want to make sure that we're pouring back into the community that's giving to us. We care. We want to be involved. We want to have a passion for what you have a passion for. We want to be able to give back. And that's the foundation. That's why we're more than just insurance.
Welcome back to Trinity Academy in Wichita at the half. The Dragons leading the Wamego Raiders 27-16. We're trying to sort out our scoreboard camera. Again, we apologize for the trouble with that. I'll try and give you time and score as often as I can as we go. Dragons will have the ball to start the third quarter. Davis handling for the Dragons, same starting five for the second half has started the first half. Durden with it, top of the key, around to Meadows, thought about a three. Ooh, kicks it out to Davis, who reached out and snagged that one. Now back to Davis, thought about it. Navaratnam back to Davis, shoots it in rhythm, off the mark. Rebound comes down to Keeker. Quickly ahead, this is McDiffett with it. Has it poked away from behind. Out in front to Durden. Gives it up to Miller, and he's fouled on the shot attempt. And Miller will head the line. I think they're going to get Bryson Tufts with this. It would be his first personal. And, yep, they did. Oh, no, they got Keeker with that one. That's his second. Looked to me like it was Tufts, but. Miller's first shot deadheads off the back iron and falls in. I don't know if he's going for a degree of difficulty there, but wow. Second shot a little more arch, and he hits that one. And the Dragon lead is 13. Williams with it. And he throws it away as McDiffett zigged when Williams thought he was going to zag, and we've seen the Dragons do that a bunch of times this season. And Navaratnam was not ready for that inbounds pass. It hit him in the head. And Zane Miller needs to wait for the official to give him the ball and say to go here. And Navaratnam looking now, and okay, here we go. That's some bad news Bears stuff there for a minute. Out to Durden, top of the key. Jesse with it, thought about throwing it down low, gets it out to Meadows, into the corner to Miller. Three on the way, no good. Zane tracks down the long rebound, back out to Malachi, top of the key. Durden with it, almost took a step but didn't. Meadows down the lane, gets it to Jesse, off the glass and good. 5 points for Landon Jesse, and their Dragon lead is 15. And almost a walk that time. As Dahl ends up with it in the lane, gets it back, working against Navaratnam. And Caden, all he can do to stop Dahl spin into the bucket there. His shot off the mark. Miller comes away with it. Now Navaratnam with it way up top for the Dragons. Gives it up to Miller. Back to Navaratnam. Can dribble into the lane. His pass deflected, and Dragons dribble into trouble and then pass. It's the darndest thing. Navaratnam onto the wing to Meadows. A little dish back to Navaratnam. In and out for Caden, and rebound comes down to Dahl. And quickly back the other way is Tufts. Over to McDiffett. And he'll give it back to Tufts. Both these teams a little out of sequence here offensively to start this second half. That one tried to throw it off of Miller. Miller saves it in. Meadows quickly to the loose ball. Jesse with it. Cross-court pass to Navaratnam. Down on the baseline to Miller. Back to Navaratnam, off the hands of Durden. Saved inbounds by Jesse, but to the wrong team. And Dahl had it, almost backcourt with it. Durden challenging the shot. Rebound comes down to Miller. And they're going to whistle a foul on Williams on the rebound, and that's Braxton Williams' third. Just an unfortunate tangle of the arms there. Nothing malicious. And then it'll be Dragon ball. And after some pantomiming between coach and official, Dragons ball. Oh, Jesse almost mishandled the pass. Down Navaratnam with it up top. Back to Jesse on the wing. Up top to Meadows, driving, dishing to Davis. Down low to Meadows, little pump fake. Shot blocked by Dahl, and that's just a lot of height for Malachi to try and get that shot up over, especially that deep under the bucket. Now a little fading screen action allows the shot over Durden. Back out, three-pointer on the way from Keeker off the mark. And Meadows comes away with the rebound. Dragons, I said they're going to slow it down, but now Davis pushing it up the floor, gets it to Durden. His shot no good, no backboard, just straight over the rim with it. A lot of contact and no whistle. And Dragons have had their chances at this and cannot get anything to fall. McDiffett with it way up top. Gets it over to Shield. Now back to McDiffett. Now back to Shield. Wanted to take it. Jesse closed him out. Now over to Williams. Back up to McDiffett. Trying to get it down low to Dahl, and they finally do. Durden rejects it into the hands of Meadows. Back the other way come the Dragons. Navaratnam off the glass. No good. Rebound comes down to Dahl. He throws it away. Jamarcus Davis layup no good. If the Dragons can make a layup, they'd be up by about 20. But there's a lot of height under that bucket for Wamego. Jesse will take the three off the mark. Long rebound. Got to follow your shot. Long rebound comes down to McDiffett. Quickly the other way off the glass. And good. First bucket of the second half for Wamego. Stops what had been a 4-0 Dragon run, and then Navaratnam drills a long three. And the Dragons lead at 34-18, 3:21 to play third quarter. There's a timeout on the floor. 30-second timeout. We'll stay right here. Man, the Dragons, so many chances at it. Can't get layups to fall. And you can credit that to Cameron Dahl's presence under the bucket. And for those of you just tuning in, Dahl, a 6'3" freshman. So the future looking bright for Wamego, with Cameron Dahl like holding down the middle of that defense. And you can make up for a lot of mistakes when you got a 6'3" dude under the bucket. And he looks like he's still growing. So as a freshman, you can expect him to add another inch or two over his high school career. And the Dragons just don't have that much height to put against him down there. So it's going to affect some inside shooting for the Dragons as Dahl gets it at the elbow. Back out to McDiffett. He'll put it on the floor working against Navaratnam. Tries to lob it in to Dahl. Down low working against Corday Hayes. He'll kick it back out for Williams. And a lot of passing inside. Finally, the Dragons going to poke it away and come away with it. And then Hayes turns it back over. Quick little run out for Wamego. And an easy layup for Shield. As the Dragons create a turnover, give it right back. Navaratnam thought about another three. Now he's going to kick it out to Wyatt Thomas. Back out to Navaratnam. Into the corner to Hayes. Up top to Jesse. He'll take the three. Nothing but nothing on that one for Jesse as he missed everything. And it'll turn it right back over to Wamego. 2:35 to play. Dragons by 14 here in this third quarter. Danny Durden getting set to check back into the game. Shield with it on the outside. Gets it down low to Dahl. His shot no good, but he's fouled over the back by Jesse. And got to get some length back on the floor if you're Coach Moss. As the Dragons having a heck of a time. Oh, I'm sorry, that was That was Eckstein down low. So again, more size down low for Wamego as Eckstein hits the free throw. And the Dragons just having a hard time keeping the bigs for Wamego off the blocks. Durden right back into the game as Jesse lost Eckstein coming down the floor that time, and he's very large and wearing red. Second shot no good for Eckstein. Durden with the rebound. Dragons coming back the other way. Durden's going to try a three off the front of the iron. And the longest, tallest rebounder for the Dragons took the three-point shot. So Eckstein comes away with the rebound for Wamego. Now here's Shield driving, kicks it out, gets it back, top of the key, thought about it, working against Hayes. Now down to Eckstein working against Durden, and Danny's going to be whistled for the foul that time as just couldn't avoid the contact with Eckstein as he went in. That's the softest foul you'll see all day. Coach Moss talking over the official. It was a foul, but not much of one. Eckstein's first free throw is good. Evan Eckstein with 4 points, 1 bucket, and then 2 of 3 from the line, trying to make it 3 of 4 right here. Misses, and the rebound comes away to Wyatt Thomas. Thomas pushes it down the floor for the Dragons. Over to Zane Miller. Now Davis with it, driving down the lane. Thomas, Durden on the perimeter. Back to Davis. Thomas now driving. He's fouled on the outside. And they're going to get Joel Shield with that foul. That's his first, I believe. Nope, call it his second. Third team foul on Wamego. Dragons leading by 12. Durden with it, middle of the lane, elevates, shot on the way, off the mark. Another 4-foot shot. Dragons can't connect. Now down low to Eckstein, into the corner, back up top to McDiffett. I think if I was Eckstein, I'd have taken that one to the bucket and forced Durden to play some defense there, but instead he kicks it out. Wamego, ball out of bounds right at their bench. They're fortunate to hang on to it. I think Dragons got a finger on it. And it will stay with the Raiders. 1:18 to play third quarter. Dragons lead at 34-22. There you go. McDiffett with it, kicks it up top to Keeker. Shot on the way, rattles in. And it's down to a 10-point lead. Dragons take care of the basketball and find a way to get it in the hoop. And they turn it over. Navaratnam, Meadows, and Davis in. Thomas, Hayes, and someone else need to sit. I guess they just subbed 2 in. McDiffett with it. Kicks it over to Winter on the near side, working against Navaratnam. Back up top to McDiffett, working against Meadows. Elevates and gets his shot over Malachi for 2. 7 points for McDiffett. Lead is 8. Another three-pointer from Jesse. This one's good. He's got 8 points, 5 of them in this third quarter. We're under 22 seconds to play. Little runner on the baseline is good for Keeker. Two seconds and counting. Shot on the way, off the mark for Winter, and that's going to do it for the third quarter. Dragons leading it by 9, 37-28. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back. You're watching Dragon Basketball on Pittsburgh Sports Live.
At Girard Medical Center, our physical and occupational therapy department is dedicated to helping you bounce back stronger. Whether you're recovering from an injury, surgery, or just want to move better every day. From student athletes to seniors, we provide personalized care and expert support right here at home. To learn more about our therapy department and our other services, visit GirardMedicalCenter.com, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans and your hometown team for health and healing. Rooted in rural, focused on you.
Having the right financial partner can make all the difference. Community National Bank and Trust believes banking should do more than just hold your money. We support your goals, simplify your day-to-day, and give you room to grow with quality banking services. Withdraw, transfer, invest, apply for loans, and talk with our banking professionals online, over the phone, or in person. Let Community National Bank and Trust help you build a banking experience that works for you. Community National Bank and Trust, equal housing lender and member FDIC.
Wamego with the ball to start the fourth quarter. Dragons leading it 37-28 by 9 here over Wamego. And that one's thrown out of bounds by Reagan Keeker. So Wamego starts the final quarter with a turnover. You give it back to the Dragons here, leading by 9, trying to add to that. Wamego outscored Pittsburg 12-10 in that third quarter. The Dragons still hanging on to a 9-point lead here. Navaratnam with it into the lane, picks up his dribble, kicks it to Malachi Meadows. Back to Durden. Nice look to find Navaratnam. Can't get the shot to fall, but they're going to whistle a foul. I think they're going to get Eckstein with that one, and that'll send Caden to the line to shoot 2. And it is on Eckstein. That's his third. Landon Jesse getting set to check back into the game for the Dragons. He's got 2 big 3-point buckets. So does Navaratnam as he misses the first free throw off the back iron. Miller will sit. Landon Jesse back into the game for the Dragons as Navaratnam trying to hit the second, in and out as he comes away empty from the free throw line. Still a 9-point lead for the Dragons. McDiffett with it for Wamego, working against Meadows, driving off the glass. Rebound Durden, and come on. No foul call there. Shot on the way, no good. McDiffett with the rebound. Wamego getting another shot at it here. Keeker with it, way up top. The Dragons got to secure that ball. Shield with it, out to McDiffett, long 3, no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds, and back in, saved by Jesse, right to somebody in red. And it's tipped around. Jamarcus Davis comes away with it for the Dragons. Here's a fast break opportunity. Off the glass and good, a lot of contact, no foul call again. And Davis gets the bucket to fall. He's got 6 points, and the Dragons by 11. McDiffett gives it up to Eckstein. Good find. His shot won't go. Rebound by Durden. Head to Jesse. His layup won't go. Durden with it. His shot won't go. With the rebound, and finally a foul. And Durden will head to the line to shoot, and the Dragons missed 3 layups up close. So Wamego missed one within 2 feet on one end, and the Dragons come down and bit by the same bug on the other end. But Durden draws the foul. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And that foul was on Shield. That's his third. So 3 players playing with 3 fouls right now for Wamego. Durden's first free throw, good. Danny Durden with 6 points. That's his first point of the second half. He's done a lot of rebounding and defending, but hasn't been able to get the shots to fall here in the second half. But hopefully a trip to the free throw line and get that turned around. Williams and Tups back into the game for Wamego, replacing Winter and Eckstein. I'm sorry, Winter and McDiffett. Eckstein still out on the floor. Durden hits them both. 7 points for Danny Durden. Tups with it. Back over to Shield. Down low to Eckstein, off the glass and good. It's just Durden just trying to stay out of foul trouble. Eckstein able to get the bucket to fall. He's got 6 points. Davis with it, picks up his dribble, gives it up to Navaratnam up top. Caden into the lane, loses his dribble off his hip, turns it over to Wamego, 5:39 to play. Dragons leading it by 11. Keeker with it, picks up his dribble, kicks it over to Tups. Down low to Eckstein, his shot won't go. Out of bounds, they're going to say last touch by the Dragons. It'll stay with Wamego. Thomas into the game. Navaratnam will sit. Eckstein will inbound from the baseline for the Raiders. Four seconds on the shot clock. They get it in. This is Williams with it. Back to Eckstein. His shot deflected. Dragons come away with it. It's Wyatt Thomas. Gives it to Jamarcus Davis. No need to rush here if you're the Dragons. Davis into the corner to Jesse. Almost lost his dribble. Out to Thomas. Down to Durden on the baseline. Back up top to Meadows. Thomas nowhere to go with it to his left. He'll hand it back to the right to Meadows. Now Thomas dribbling back out to Meadows. Jesse with it into the lane to Durden. Has a hard time handling the pass. Gets it back out to Thomas for three. In and out. Rebound comes down to Williams for Wamego. Shield with it. Double teamed, and they're going to whistle a foul, a reach in on Jamarcus Davis. That's three on Davis. He's the only Dragon playing with three fouls right now. Shield inbound from the baseline for Wamego, trying to get in next. Eckstein, Landon Jesse, the ball right behind him, just didn't realize it, didn't get turned around in time. Thomas, good job stripping it away, so active hands by the Dragon defense results in a turnover. Davis right into Eckstein and gets the bucket, no foul, don't get it. 8 points for Jamarcus Davis. Dragons by 13. Williams with it down low. He'll kick it out to Shield. Now back to Williams, working against Davis, trying to get it down low to Eckstein. And reaching in is Meadows. And they're going to get him with the foul. That's Malachi's first personal. Shield inbound from the baseline. Williams with it. Guarded by Jesse. He'll put it on the floor into the lane. A little floater on the way, no good. And a foul. Coach Moss just shaking his head. Oh, man. Well, that'll send Williams to the line. A little touch foul. Free throw opportunity for Wamego. First shot on the way is good. First point of the fourth quarter for the Raiders. No, that's not right. I put one of Eckstein's buckets in the third quarter. My stat keeping is suspect. Williams, second shot, no good. Rebound, Durden. Davis driving, jump stop. They're going to get him for a travel, and yeah, that's a good call. Just a little bit of indecision at the end of that one by Jamarcus Davis. Turns it right back over to Wamego. It's a 12-point lead for the Dragons. 3:45 to play and counting. Pittsburg leading at 43-31. That pass tipped away. Jesse comes away with it for the Dragons. Now let's make some good decisions here. Gets it up to Wyatt Thomas. Baseline to Durden. Trying to get it down low to Meadows. And Malachi comes away with it and gets the little finger roll layup. 5 points for Meadows. Dragons by 14. Shot on the way from Shield, no good, but Williams battles for the rebound. And now the rebound to Eckstein. Dragons need to get one of these boards in this possession. This is going to be the third opportunity here for Wamego. And Durden comes away with a steal. Gets it ahead to Wyatt Thomas. And trying to get it back to Durden. Man, everybody's getting a chance to touch this one. Meadows, and there's going to be a held ball. It'll stay with Dragons. 2:56 to play. Pittsburgh leading by 14, 45-31 over Wamego. Jamarcus Davis to inbound from the baseline for Pittsburgh. Gets it in over the top to Jesse. Now back to Davis at the three-point line. Dribbles to the free throw line, picks up his dribble. Now Corday Hayes with it on the far side. Kicks it up top to Davis. working against Williams. And Davis is fouled on the shot attempt down low. And Jamarcus will head to the line to shoot two. I think they're going to get Braxton Williams with this one if they do.
Foul number 4, Braxton Williams.
And they do. It is his fourth. I didn't catch the hand signal from the official to see who the foul was on. In and out for Davis on the free throw. This is the first trip to the line tonight for Jamarcus, if you can believe that. Guy who crashes to the bucket a lot, just hasn't gotten the benefit of the whistles tonight. Second shot is good. 5 points in this fourth quarter for Jamarcus Davis. He's got 9 on the night. Dragons lead it by 15 with 2:35 left to play. Tubbs with it up top. He gets it back. Swings it over to Shield. Down low to Williams, back out to Shield. Tubbs trying to get it to Eckstein in the lane, right off the chest of Jesse, but he couldn't handle it. And then there's going to be a foul called, I believe, against the Dragons. It'll probably be against Landon Jesse. Nope, they got against Wyatt Thomas. That's his first, I believe. Dahl and Keeker and Winter check back in for Wamego. And there's a timeout on the floor. I didn't see how long it was. 30 full, didn't see. It's a 30, we'll stay right here. 2:22 to play. Dragons in the driver's seat here, up by 15, excuse me. Pittsburg looking for their first win of the season. Wamego also looking for their first win. And the Dragons, I don't know, if you're a betting man, if you're betting on high school athletics, you may have a problem. But if you're a betting man, I would say the Dragons high percentage chance of getting out of here with their first win tonight, barring some complete and utter collapse. McDiffett set to inbound it. His pass tipped out of bounds by Davis. It'll stay with Wamego. They'll inbound from the far side. 1 second ticked off the clock there. It's 2:21 now to play. This pace will be here till midnight. They get it into Tubbs. Back over to Keeker. Now Tubbs with it. Back to Keeker. Williams with it. Top of the key. Trying to get it down low, and they do to Keeker as the Dragons kind of lost him down low. And he gets his 6th point of this second half, 10th of the night. Davis with it across the timeline into the corner to Meadows. Had trouble with the pass. Gets it back. Throws it off the side of the rim and out of bounds. It'll be Wamego ball. Well, if you had that one on your bingo card, I don't usually see that too often. Dragons by 13, a minute 50 to play. Wamego with the ball. McDiffett with it. And if you're Wamego, you got to get some quick possessions. Davis with the rebound on the miss. Coming back the other way for the Dragons. Williams hassling him up the floor. Gets it to Navaratnam off the glass for Durden. His first field goal of the second half. He's got 9. Then the Dragons back up by 15. Clock running under a minute 30. McDiffett into the corner. Gets it back on the wing. Long three-point shot on the way. Rebound Jesse. He has it stolen away by Williams. You can't dribble out of traffic. And Jesse tried to do it right there and turns it right back over. An easy layup for Wamego on the other end, but the Dragons still leading it by 13. Timeout on the floor with 1:13 to play. It's a full. We'll take it as well. Dragons leading it by 13, a minute 13 to play. Looking for their first win of the season when we come back. You're watching Dragon Basketball on Pittsburgh Sports Live.
At the Farm and Ranch Division of the Four-State Agency, we're a team of experts who genuinely care about you and your farming operation. That's why whether it's a visit to your farm or a friendly chat at our office, we're committed to delivering the service you deserve. Our team is fully licensed in both crop insurance and LRP, allowing us to cover your entire farming operation across Kansas, Missouri, Oklahoma, and Arkansas. Contact us today to see how we can help.
Having the right financial partner can make all the difference. Community National Bank and Trust believes banking should do more than just hold your money. We support your goals, simplify your day-to-day, and give you room to grow with quality banking services. Withdraw, transfer, invest, apply for loans, and talk with our banking professionals online, over the phone, or in person. Let Community National Bank.
Dragons quickly down with the floor with it coming out of the timeout, but a turnover on the pass from Davis intended for Danny Durden. And if you're Pittsburgh, you're up by 13. Take your time, burn some time off that shot clock, use that clock as the extra defender, and get out of here with your first win. Instead, rush down the floor, a 3-second possession that results in a turnover. Williams with it on the wing, guarded by Davis. Gives it up to McDiffit. Working against Davis. Durden cuts him off. Back up top. Dragon defense has been good all night. Good contest by Davis to affect the shot. And then Durden, strong rebound in the middle of 3 jerseys, and he's fouled. It'll stay with the Dragons. They'll need to take it the length of the floor. Navaratnam will inbound. Who did they get that foul on?
Foul on number 12, Tate Winner, his first.
Tate Winner is going to get the foul. That's his first. Third team foul on Wamego. Navaratnam to inbound. Dragons need to get some numbers down to this end of the floor. And that pass tipped by Keeker. He'll stay with the Dragons, but now Navaratnam inbounds it to Durden, back to Navaratnam, over to Meadows. And the trap being employed by Wamego as the Dragons need to deal with this a little bit more effectively than they have up to this point. And Coach Jesse saw the trouble, called the timeout. Coach Moss called the timeout, and it'll preserve the possession for the Dragons. 32.6 to play. Pittsburgh with the ball, leading by 13. So you just got to take care of the basketball here for 32 more seconds, and you're going to pick up your first win of the year if you're the Dragons. And they played great defense tonight against a pretty solid team in Wamego. They have good size, good skill position players, or excuse me, guard play, and the Dragons have really shut them down pretty well tonight. The offense is still kind of troublesome for Pittsburgh, but it's mostly just valuing the ball, taking care of the basketball. Jesse to inbound, gets it into Navaratnam. Back to Davis at the elbow. Jamarcus twisting, gets it to Landon Jesse. Went for the dunk, didn't get it, but got fouled. He really wanted that one. Wanted it, and he had a good look at it, if not for the foul. So Landon Jesse will head to the line to shoot 2. And we'll see who they, I think they got Tate Winner with that one again. That's his second. Picked up 2 fouls in quick succession. Jesse's first free throw rattles, does everything it can do except go in. Jesse's got 8 points. He's got 5 of them here in this second half. Second shot is good. Make that 9 points with 6 in the second half. Reed McDiffit with it quickly down the other end, mishandled. Wamego fortunate to get it back. Williams shot off the mark, and now it's Dragon basketball as Davis going to bring it up the floor for Pittsburgh. Gets it to Navaratnam as they break the press. Meadows with it, driving. Off the glass and good for Malachi Meadows. And that's your game. Dragons win it 49-35 over Wamego, and Pittsburgh has its first win of the year. And you could see the development that Coach Moss was talking about. We saw it Tuesday night against Webb City. They didn't win that one, but they looked better in a losing effort. And this game, you can see some improvement and you can chalk some of it up to their opponents early on in the year, but Dragons just looked more sharp, more decisive with the ball. Looked like they knew where each other were going to be out there on the floor, and they come away here tonight with the win over Wamego. Dragons improved to 1-3 on the season. We'll step away for a quick break. We'll be back with a post-game show. Maybe get a chance to talk to Coach Moss, and if not, we'll get you your final scores, put a bow on this one from here in Trinity Academy. Back in action tomorrow. Dragon girls start at 3 o'clock, boys to follow. And then Saturday, Dragon girls at 1 o'clock, boys to follow. And we'll have all that for you here on Pittsburgh Sports Live. Dragons win this one 49-35 over Wamego, get their first win of the year. And into the win column, go the Dragons. We'll step away for a quick break. We'll be back. You're watching Dragon Basketball on Pittsburgh Sports Live.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net.
At the Farm and Ranch Division of the Four-State Agency, we're a team of experts who genuinely care about you and your farming operation. That's why whether it's a visit to your farm or a friendly chat at our office, we're committed to delivering the service you deserve. Our team is fully licensed in both crop insurance and LRP, allowing us to cover your entire farming operation across Kansas, Missouri, Oklahoma, and Arkansas. Contact us today to see how we can help.
Selling equipment can be a hassle. Whether you're needing to replace an old tractor or you're finally getting to retire, the time and energy needed to clean, prep, promote, and sell seems daunting. That's why you need Tyler Jackman and Big Iron Auctions. From one piece to the whole farm, Big Iron Auctions can deliver your items to more than 750,000 registered bidders. Call Tyler Jackman at 620-404-8115 or learn more at BigIronAuctions.com. From the phone call to the service call, Roto-Rooter is there with fast and reliable sewer and drain service. From repair and replacement to septic and grease trap pumping, Roto-Rooter is here for you. With video inspections, Roto-Rooter can identify the exact issue to get the repair done quickly and correctly. Complete sewer line repairs or replacements, Roto-Rooter has you covered. Serving Crawford, Bourbon, and Cherokee counties, Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630.
Nothing says luxury like a Lincoln. Take advantage of 0% financing for 66 months right now on the all-new Lincoln Navigator. Come see us today at Mike Carpino Family of Ford Lincoln Dealerships, Columbus, Parsons, Pittsburgh.
Welcome back to Trinity Academy in Wichita. The Dragon boys just picked up their first win of the season, 49-35 over the Wamego Raiders. And up and down affair, the Dragons led by 9 at the half and just able to kind of maintain that lead through much of the second half. Wamego had some good size, made some big shots to keep themselves in the game, but ultimately that Dragon defense was just a little too much. The Raiders never really looked comfortable in their half-court offense, and Dragons come away with their first win of the season. It's a good win, and probably Coach Moss probably feels like a 100-pound backpack taken off after this one as Dragons into the win column. And I guess now we're rolling. They win this one 49-35. Not sure if Coach Moss is going to make it up here for a post-game interview, talking this over with his team. And, man, it's got to feel good. It always feels good, I would imagine, to get that first win of the year. And but to see the improvement that these boys have made from game 1 to game 4 here for the Dragons, it's noticeable. If you've watched all these games, you see the improvement that this team's made, and it's you want to see it by this point if you're trying to institute a new system with a first-year head coach. And the Dragons will play Cimarron tomorrow. Girls tip at 3, boys to follow, and then they'll play the host school Trinity Academy here on Saturday. Girls tip at 1, boys to follow at about 2:30, and then not much time to practice, talk about it, think about it, or get over it before they turn around and play their first SEK League game on the road at Coffeyville Tuesday night. We'll have that for you here on Pittsburgh Sports Live. We'll step away with another break. We'll come back, get you your scoring totals, see if the coach can make it up here or not, and then put a bow on it here from Wichita and go out and try and find something to eat. You're watching Dragon Basketball on Pittsburgh Sports Live.
It's The Rush. Every touchdown, basket, goal, or lap is filled with excitement. It's why we love the game. It's why we play the game. It's also why we bet on the game. The Rush is why we need a plan to bet responsibly and not lose more than we can afford. Problem sports gambling can ruin the love we have for sports. So know when enough is enough. Know when the game is playing you. Contact 1-800-GAMBLER for help today.
Having the right financial partner can make all the difference. Community National Bank and Trust believes banking should do more than just hold your money. We support your goals, simplify your day-to-day, and give you room to grow with quality banking services. Withdraw, transfer, invest, apply for loans, and talk with our banking professionals online, over the phone, or in person. Let Community National Bank and Trust help you build a banking experience that works for you. Community National Bank and Trust, equal housing lender and member FDIC.
Chicken Annie's of Girard is something to crow about. Their family-style restaurant continues a Southeast Kansas tradition with their specialty, fried chicken, plus famous homemade onion rings, chicken and noodles, and so much more. And of course, their delicious homemade pies. Dine in or carry out available. Chicken Annie's of Girard has the best value, flavor, and service in the area. Stop in soon or call for catering. 620-724-4090.
You've heard go big or go home. At Big Iron Auctions, you can go big from home. With thousands of pieces of equipment, active auctions, bidding at your convenience, and an easy-to-use site, BigIronAuctions.com can help you grow big. Call Tyler Jackman at 620-404-8115 to see how Big Iron Auctions can help grow your operation. Bid now, list now at BigIronAuctions.com.
Welcome back to Trinity Academy. Dragon boys pick up their first win of the season, 49-35 over the Wamego Raiders. Dragons improve to 1-3 on the season. Wamego falls to 0-3. Dragons back in action tomorrow against Trinity Academy. Or I'm sorry, against Cimarron. They'll play Trinity on Saturday. So Wamego will play Trinity tomorrow. That's what I meant to say. Sure it is. All right. Let's take a look at some scoring totals from tonight's game. Dragons, 3 players with 9 points. Nobody in double figures. Durden with 9. Jamarcus Davis finished with 9. And Landon Jesse had 9 as well for the Dragons. Malachi Meadows finishes with 7. Caden Navaratnam finishes with 6. Zane Miller had 6 as well. And Wyatt Thomas with 5 to round out the scoring for the Dragons. For Wamego, they're led in scoring by Reagan Keeker. He had 10. Bryson Tubbs and Tate Winter had and Evan Eckstein had 8 points each. Reed McDiffett finished with 7. Joel Scheel had 2, and Braxton Williams added 1 on 1 of 2 from the free throw line to round out the scoring for Wamego. But the Dragons pick up their first win. Back in action tomorrow, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. The girls tip it against Cimarron. We'll have pregame coverage for you starting at 2:30. Boys will follow around about 4:30 p.m. Directly following that girls game. And then Saturday, Pittsburgh's girls tip off against Trinity Academy at 1 o'clock. Pregame will start about 12:30. And then the boys to follow at about approximately 2:30 in the afternoon. Coach Moss talking things over with his team right outside the Dragon locker room. And those boys have a lot to be happy about. And they can kind of hold their heads high, as there was a lot of confusion, a lot of turnovers to start the season, as you might expect, a team learning a new system under a new head coach. And it looked a little rough against Joplin in week 1, but these boys have really bought into the system, and it looked much sharper tonight against Wamego, and the Dragons get their first win of the year, 49-35 over the Raiders, and they are 1-3 on the season, but that's a big one if you're a team playing under a new head coach and operating in a new system. So the Dragons get their first win of the year here tonight against Wamego. We'll step away for a break. We'll be back. You're watching Dragon Basketball on Pittsburgh Sports Live.
At GN Bank, we're your neighbor. We see you at the store. We cheer with you at the local football games, serving you with the same friendly faces you have come to know and trust. GN Bank, the best place to bank and borrow.
At Girard Medical Center, our physical and occupational therapy department is dedicated to helping you bounce back stronger. Whether you're recovering from an injury, surgery, or just want to move better every day. From student athletes to seniors, we provide personalized care and expert support right here at home. To learn more about our therapy department and our other services, visit GirardMedicalCenter.com, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans and your hometown team for health and healing. Rooted in rural, focused on you.
When it comes to having your labs drawn, you have a choice of where to go. For 30 years, MagLab has focused on providing quality lab work that is accurate and timely. MagLab's walk-in service typically gets you in and out in under 5 minutes with same-day results. Locally owned and operated, MagLab takes most insurances, including Medicaid, and has historically had the lowest out-of-pocket prices. So when it comes to having labs drawn, don't be told where to go. Choose for yourself. Choose MagLab.
Hold on. It's monstrous.
With Crawcan's multi-gig internet, you can experience monstrous speeds for every device in your home or business at the same time for a low, no-nonsense price.
Welcome back to Trinity Academy in Wichita, where the Dragon Boys picked up their first win of the season, 49-35 over the Wamego Raiders. And right now we're joined by victorious head coach Jesse Moss. And Coach, been waiting all season to say it. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
And it's got to feel good. And I said it after a Webb City game. You could see the improvement. And tonight, it looked like another step. Your guys seem more comfortable with each other and more confident in what they're doing out there on the floor.
Yeah, for sure. I think, it always feels good to get one under your belt, and I know for these guys, it just means a lot to them after the 3-game gauntlet we had to go through. It feels great to get a win. But I just, kind of like I just told the guys, it's got to look a certain way. And I thought that while Wamego's a good team, I thought we should have won that game by about 15 more points than we did. So we're happy. We're not satisfied, though. We still got a lot of work we got to get done.
And this team had good size. I thought their guard play was pretty good.
Yeah.
And so a really good challenge, and your guys kept their offense out of sorts all night. A really good defensive effort.
Yeah, no, we're experimenting with something right now. I won't get into detail too much, but it's kind of zone for half a possession, man for half a possession, just kind of based on where the ball's out on the floor and if I feel like we can get matched up quick. It's just something that high school teams probably don't see a lot of or prepare for. So just trying to throw that at people at random times just to keep them off balance, and it looked good tonight.
And it really, you guys had 3 players with 9 points. No one person that you can point to like, hey, he carried them tonight. It was just like a community effort. Everybody chipped in at the right time. You got some timely outside shooting. I thought Danny Durden was a real presence in the lane tonight against a couple of much bigger players. Yeah. He kind of played his heart out. Yeah, no, we did a lot of good things tonight, and the way the scorebook looks, that's how it has to look in order for us to be able to contend with teams from Kansas City. So we got to be super balanced. We got to be death by 1,000 cuts type team. So us having a balanced scoring night is definitely a step in the right direction. Us sharing the ball. And we got Cimarron, quick turnaround coming up tomorrow. They're one of those Western Kansas teams. We talked about it. They're like a box of chocolates. Yep. And know which one you're gonna get. Not sure what we're gonna get. But what do you expect to see out of them tomorrow? I honestly have watched a quarter of their game against, I think it was Goodland. So I'm going to dive into that tonight. We're going to watch them play here in about an hour and a half, 2 hours. So it'll be interesting to see what they look like in person based on just kind of not really knowing what Western Kansas teams always bring to the table. All right, Coach, we'll let you get back at it. Yes, sir. And congratulations on the win. Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Many more to come, hopefully. Yes, sir. Many more to come. All right. Head coach Jesse Moss. The Dragons pick up their first win of the season, 49-35 over the Wamego Raiders. And back in action tomorrow against Cimarron High School from way out in the Chaco, almost Colorado. And tip-off of the girls' game is at 3, boys' game to follow. We'll have pregame for you at about 2:30. But for my beautiful wife, Jenny, who's been running the camera tonight and putting up with me, you deserve a medal, but I'll just say thank you. And we're glad you guys tuned in. That's going to do it for us here at Trinity Academy. I'm Josh Ledner saying thanks for joining us. You've been watching Dragon Basketball on Pittsburg Sports Live.
From the gridiron to the hard court, the pitch to the mat, don't miss any of the action. We're there with live, local sports coverage at VarsitySportsLive.com.